Patch notes for Street Fighter 6 Season 4. Talk about it, talk about it, talk about it. All right, who got nerfed? Who got buffed? What's going on Street Fighter 6? Overall concept. This battle adjustment was made aim of shifting the game's balance by looking at every character and making adjustment. While we believe the game's balance has reached a reasonable stable state thanks to repeated adjustments, the relative strength of each character has not shifted significantly in recent updates. Due to this, we decided to implement changes specifically to shake things up. Please note that there are no adjustments applied universally to all characters. Modern control adjustments? Okay, so pretty much no general changes basically. Straight into the characters. All right, y'all, so we normally go from start to finish, but I'm gonna go ahead and start with DJ because that's my main character. So once I do DJ, I'm gonna go from Luke, Jamie, Manon, Kimberly, so on and so on. All right, DJ, where you at? All right, bless me, Capcom. Let me know you love me just a little bit, Capcom. Let me know you love me just a little bit. Just a little bit, all right? DJ has had his pressure at close range straightened. That's what I'm talking about. You dig? See? That's what I'm talking about, man. Buffs. From decreased pushback on his light attacks and receive some buffs to his lesser used special moves. He is also now able to adjust the amount of moves from some of his feint attacks, making his offense that much more flustering. Sunset Heal. The behavior when hitting an in-air opponent has changed, giving him more advantage. Canceling into a super art should now always combo regardless of the height the move connects. Light Jackknife. Holding back after performing the move will now move you forward less. Now you can use it land on either side of the opponent at close ranges or as a surprise attack at a distance. Overdrive Machine Gun Uppercut. The timing for when you can move after hitting has changed greatly, giving you much more advantage since this move has less opportunities to combo into then Overdrive Just Cool. We adjusted it so that it gives good damage as well as leaves you in a good situation. All right, DJ buffs. So Standing Light Punch reduced, pushback on hit and block reduced. Okay, so it sounds like the tick throws are going to be more lethal. Standing Light Kick, reduce on hit and block. I can't stop rubbing my hands. I'm liking how this is sound now. Crouching Light Punch, same thing. Crouching Light Kick, same thing. Sunset Heal, fixed an issue where the standby block hitbox was shortened than the attack hitbox. Hit effect when attacking a mid-air opponent changed from knockdown slam to ground bound. Oh wait, so he now get a ground bounce? Hit effect when attacking a mid-air opponent changed from knockdown slam to ground bound. Wait, so that's the juggles, right? Ooh. So that means if you catch somebody jumping and you clip them out the air, is this gonna be a straight ground bounce? So it goes straight into a ground bounce just for supers? Like, I wonder if it's gonna allow for a special to follow up. Into heavy so bad? Nice. You know what? That's beautiful. I love that because so many people get clipped and they don't pay fully for it. So you know what? I like that. Yeah, Light Jackknife. Pressing back after performing the attack now reduces the amount of forward movement. Really? Wow. I'm trying to think, like, in what situation is this gonna be used? Pressing back after performing an attack now reduces the amount of forward movement. So, oh wait, light, the feint. Oh, I'm thinking this is the medium jackknife. This is the feint. Oh, yeah, light is a feint. Oh, so we could do cross up or stay on the same side? Oh, nah, that's kind of disgusting. Hold on, some better left-right mix? Nah, I had to think about it because I read that as medium jackknife. I know I said light jackknife, but I'm thinking about medium jackknife. I'm just waking up. Normal, overdrive, wind and move. Okay, so this is the overhead, sway overhead. Added some throw invincibility. Hold on, added some throw invincibility. Okay. Active from frames 12 to 26, overdrive active from frames 10 to 22. Standby block hitbox timing changed. 13 frames before attack startup, overdrive 11 frames before attack startup. All right, got some throw involved frames on there. We'll take it. Basically saying that when we knock somebody down, we could probably set up some, we could set some stuff up now. Got some throw involved frames, so we might get a little bit more nasty off the wake up for some better guesses. Overdrive double rolling so bad. All right, so this is OD. Attack startup changed from 19 to 17. Okay, we'll juice that up and accept it. I don't know if this changes combo situations, but when Jury throw like low fireball, then we punish it with so bad, it's a faster punish. Okay. Take that. You know we always accept buffs. We ain't gonna go against them. All right, OD machine gun uppercut. Advantage on hit change from plus 23 to plus 52. Advantage on hit and opponent knockdown time was adjusted, and DJ can now move much earlier than before. Perfect, so we not stuck in animation. DJ getting safe jump off of OD machine gun, like he wasn't already busted. Ignoring the hate. Round of applause, you know what I'm saying? You know, we always accept DJ buffs. You did. We always go accept that. DJ love has been overviewed. Now it's time to go down the list. Luke. In addition to previous adjustments that saw Luke's forward moving attacks easier to use, Luke also has gained more follow-up options and Luke has also gained more follow-up options and situations, more damage for his special moves when used as combo enders, making it easier for him to net damage. Standard medium punch, snapback combo, medium punch, medium punch, medium punch, medium punch, along with reducing the attack's hurt box so it can win without against. The way they word this, it be catching me because I be thinking I be tripping, but then I read it again and it's really like that. So it can win out against opposing strikes with increased the returns for snapback combo on punish counter, as Luke can now follow up with super art 1 outside of the corner, and with rising uppercut while in the corner. This makes it easier to use the attack as your first poke option in neutral, improving its utility in a match. Standing heavy punch. The adjustment to the situation on block reduced the risk of using the move as a standalone option and makes it easier to create sequence like standing heavy punch into medium sandblast, where your opponent has to keep on the defensive, making this a stronger option for such strings. Jumping medium punch. The attack features improved air-to-air interactions thanks to faster startup and can now be used as a follow-up attack after light flash knuckle hold and overdrive flash knuckle. A previous adjustment provided Luke with the ability to combo light attack, light flash knuckle, light rising uppercut, but this adjustment will now give more value to overdrive flash knuckle as part of a combo, and it was previously overshadowed by stronger sandblast fireball. This move now knocks back on anything bigger than a counter hit, which is a significant change, while Luke will see a smaller return with some combos when in the corner. In the middle of the stage, you can now follow with drive rush after a counter hit to apply pressure. Now Luke can capitalize on this projectile house speed when he's using it as a zoning tool. Luke buffs. It's the transition of the text is weird. Oh, translation, yeah. Ooh, Luke got some buffs. All right. Bringing them back into the map. Standing medium punch, reduce the hurt box backward during frames 3 to 8 of the technique. Standing heavy punch, disadvantage on block changed from -5 to -4. Crouching medium punch, active attack frames changed from 2 to 3. Sweep, forward movement increased. Wow, they increased the forward movement on sweep. Jumping medium punch, attack startup changed from 9 to 8 frames. Snap back combo, blowback time for the final attack increased. First or third attack lands as a punish counter. Okay. On the final attack, recovery is reduced by 3 frames. If the final attack lands as a normal hit, blowback time is reduced. Buffer input time is increased during the recovery of the final attack. The medium, that's that little fury of punches that he do, right? The little 4 medium to the boom, 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 boom. All right, wait. I know what combo that is. Dang, they making that target combo better? For real? Don't really see too many Lukes using it. I mean, it's a good whiff punish. Like Sandblast, active attack frames increased by 1 frame and range is also increased. Wow, they increased the range on light fireball? Normal Sandblast, hit effect on counter and punish counter change from grounded knockdown to blowback knockdown. So it splashed them on the wall now? For the invest in some Yasmin? Nah, y'all go try Yasmin. If y'all don't like Yasmin, y'all going back home to y'all characters, you go see Viper got buffed, you go be like, ooh. It's time for some Viper. Normal rising uppercut. Damage changed to the following. Light went up from 900 to 1,000. Medium went up 1,000 to 1,100. Heavy went up to 1,200. No, went up from 1,200 to 1,300. Overdrive Impaler. That is the... Is that his super? No. That's the rundown. Blowback time increased during a mid-air hit. Yes, adjustment addresses an issue where hitting an opponent at a low height causes them to launch lower than a ground hit, making it difficult for follow-up attacks to connect. All right, Super R2 Eraser. Advantage on a grounded hit changed from +2 to +4. Damage changed from 2,800 to 3,000. Wow. All right, so Luke got some buffs. Okay, so far DJ got some buffs, Luke got some buffs. Next up, Jamie. Ooh, if they buff this character. Oh my lord, boy, if they buff this character. We have enhanced buffs. Buffs. All right. We have enhanced the performance of standing heavy kick, which offers significant reward on hit, and a standing light punch at drunkenness level 1 or higher, a key move for neutral play and combos. Additionally, we have adjusted various special moves, including target combos and free flow strikes. The Rekka. Yeah, this is the Rekka. And have boosted the character's overall strength to ensure their unique characteristics stand out more prominent and as their drunkenness level increases. We've improved Jamie's standing heavy kick as it's a key move for him to net big returns, and his standing light punch, drunk level 1 or higher, an important attack in the neutral. Adjustments were also made to his target combos and various special moves such as free flow strikes to increase his overall strength and ensure his unique characteristics stand out more as he increases his drink level. Standing roundhouse. Range is extended during its active frames, making it easier to use as long range poke with a good return. The pushback on hit and block adjustment along with the extended attack hitbox on the tip of the attack allows him to cancel into a special move for a guaranteed sequence and avoid situations where the attack would not reach and combos would be dropped or he'll eat a counter attack. The Rekkas. With the regular version of the attack, we gave more advantage to choosing the punch route over the kick route that nets you a drink by increasing the blowback time on hit, allowing Jamie to create better situations for himself. Damn. With the overdrive version, the disadvantage on block after blocking the first follow-up attack is updated so a guaranteed counter is no longer possible. Wow. This lets Jamie use attack at close range for combos, a situation where he wants to turn the tables on someone. In addition, both versions also benefit from a shared adjustment when hitting a mid-air opponent, making it easier to connect with the follow-up attack. All right, so just from reading that, damn, I wonder if DJ will be able to freaking punish light Rekka now. No, that's only for the OD version. Okay, all right. So that didn't change the regular version, which is what they always do. OD version, disadvantage on block was changed to where you basically still can't punish him. And he's able to create better situations now. All right, so he might still be in the same spot as far as regular ones go. Ooh, he got some changes. Normal, Bankai, mono controls. Attack strength can now be selected by pressing down back, down, or down forward when using the SP button to perform the attack. Standing light punch, drink level 1. Attack hitbox when hitting a crouching opponent has been expanded. His standing light punch was already absurd once he got drink level 1. It has become better on crouching opponents. Standing heavy kick, pushback on block reduced. Attack hitbox on the second active frame expanded forward. The expanded attack hitbox has reduced pushback on hit and block compared to the original hitbox. Full moon kick. Full medium kick. All right, so this is the overhead. Damage changed from 1,000 to 2,000. Advantage when extended to the final attack on a grounded hit changed from -1 to +2. Yeah, I get it, Preacher. I'm trying to stomach through it as well, bro. As the seasons go on, more characters is added and the reading becomes more drawn out. So I definitely feel you on that. Intoxicated assault. Back heavy punch into heavy punch, heavy kick. The final attack will produce a wall splat if the opponent reaches the corner. Wow, so he gets combo follow-ups after this. Second attack can be canceled until a special move. Wow. Buffer input time is increased during the recovery of the final attack. Wow. Normal Rekka. Expanded the attack hitbox for first and second follow-up attacks forward. Increased the forward movement for the first and second follow-up attacks when the light and medium versions are performed. Reduce the horizontal blowback on mid-air attack for all. Reduce the horizontal blowback on a mid-air hit for all attacks except the final one. Increase the blowback time for the final attack. Jamie is really getting buffed. Ooh, I'm not even done reading this character yet, bro. Rekka at level 4. Reduce the horizontal blowback on a mid-air hit for all attacks except the final one. Increase the blowback time for the final attack. Increase the combo count upper limit for the final attack. OD version. Drive gauge reduction on block for the first attack and first follow-up attack changed from 2,500 to 2,000. All right, so it costs less. Oh, no. It beats on the drive gauge. Drive gauge reduction on block. Cover on the first follow-up attack changed from 28 to 22. Advantage on hit for the first follow-up attack changed from -3 to -1. Wow. He got a -1 situation off of OD Rekka, bro. Disadvantage on block for the first follow-up attack changed from -10 to -3. I feel like Capcom is really aiming to make this game more offense-orientated with each patch. So it's like, I'm starting to feel like every time we want a certain offensive character nerfed, they're going to slap them on the wrist and just buff everybody else's offense. Because this game is so orientated around offense, instead of making certain characters' offense worse, they're just going to continue to buff characters that don't have that amount of pressure. Yeah, there's really no defense in this game compared to the offense. So any character that's lacking that amount of offense, they're just gonna keep making them better as time go on. They try to have y'all massacre each other basically. That's what it's starting to feel like. Yo, thank you for the follow. Can't wait to see what this game looks like by the end of its life cycle. Overdrive Wrecker. Drive gauge reduction on block for the first attack changed from 5,000 to 4,500. Disadvantage on block for the first attack changed from -3 to -1. Recovery for the first follow-up attack changed from 27 to 22 frames. Advantage on hit for the first follow-up attack changed from -2 to -1. Disadvantage on block for the first follow-up attack changed from -10 to -3. Drive gauge reduction on block for the first follow-up attack changed from 3,000 to 2,000. Reduce the horizontal blowback on a mid-air hit for all attacks except the following. Increase the blowback time for the final attack. Increase the combo count upper limit for the final attack. Reduce the horizontal blowback on a mid-air attack for, okay, read that. Reduce the attack hitbox backwards during the active frames 5 to 7. Reduce the pushback on block from active frames 8 and later and added screen shake. Reduce the pushback on block from active frame 5 and later and added screen shake when the attack is blocked. Overdrive swagger step. Reduce the pushback on block from active frame 3 and later and added screen shake when the attack is blocked. Normal Bankai. Reduce combo count additional value for all hits except the final attack. This adjustment is intended to reduce issues where the second and some subsequent attacks fail to connect during a mid-air. When it failed to connect during on a mid-air opponent in certain situations. Overdrive Bankai, reduce the combo count additional value for all hits except the first and final attack. Increase the combo count upper limit for all hits except the first and final one. All right. Personal opinion, I feel like Jamie was always a sleep pick. I never truly thought this character was bad. I mean, recently Hazan has been doing more work. He's been definitely showing his face in top 8s and actually winning the tournaments online for Street Fighter 6 recently. So this character is definitely becoming more problematic in the long run. So yeah, y'all, be prepared to see Jamie. I don't think more people will pick this character up, but the Jamies that we do see that understand the character, yeah, be prepared for them to probably aggravate you even more. Can you do Ken next time? I'm going down the list. Manon. Ooh, Manon. By improving her mid-range attacks, increase active frames on her, I don't know what this name is, but that is the command throw, all right? And making overdrive command throw a new tool for combo routes. Manon has undergone adjustments aimed at expanding her neutral and combo options. Like she wasn't always annoying in the neutral. Like she wasn't always annoying. Not like she didn't already become more of a headache once she reached 5 medals, right? Let's go ahead and make this character a little bit more better, right? That's what we doing, Capcom. We making this female Zangief more annoying. Is that what we doing? Standing medium kick. The attack hitbox on the second active frame that was expanded forward previously now matches the size of the hitbox on the first active frame. This adjustment is aimed at making the attack different from other mid-range pokes and is designed to extend its reach and make the attack less likely to lose against the opponent's preemptive attack. On top of that, the opponent now goes into a longer knockback when the attack lands and can now combo into light on counter hit. This gives Manon a bigger return when she beats out an opponent's attack. Tomo Adaria, down forward heavy kick. Changes were made to the blowback on punish counter, giving Manon a bigger advantage on wake up. It also now combos into crouching heavy kick, Super Art 1 or Super Art 2. Overdrive the gauge. By changing the hit effect on a mid-air opponent, it's now easier to use this attack in a combo route or connect from reverence. That's what we'll call it. When it lands on a mid-air opponent, you can also combo into light Renverse. These names look so close to each other. On a mid-air hit, giving you yet another way to up your metal level in conjunction. With these adjustments, we've also tweaked the combo count limits for other special moves. All right, Manon changes. Standard medium kick. Expanded the attack hitbox forward during the first active frame. Advantage on hit changed from -2 to 0. Wow. Okay, so standard medium kick is now 0 on hit, meaning that the opponent can contest with a full frame and force a trade, right? But this might change depending on the range of this standard medium kick. So instead of contesting, being able to take a turn back, but this is that move where she kind of like just swings her leg low and to the ground, right? Yeah, okay. So it was already weird taking your turn back in that situation. So now they made it 0. Okay, so that probably didn't do too much, because I don't really see most Melons doing that point blank anyway. Low forward. Attack on hit change from +3 to +4. Okay, so now she can naturally combo into +4 if it's close enough, because you can't combo that spaced out. So, oh, okay. Point blank, yeah, she could get a jab follow-up. Hit effect on counter and punish counter change from blowback to knockdown to tumbling knockdown. Overdrive. Ever these words are, I'm sorry, I'm not about to pronounce it because I don't want to butcher the language, but yeah. Active attack frames change from 2 to 3. Increase combo count upper limit. Overdrive. Hit effect when attacking a mid-air opponent change from blowback to knockdown to ground bound. Increase combo count start value. Increased combo count additional value. Reduce combo count upper limit. Normal and overdrive. Renverse. Projectile invincibility on the normal version extended by 2 frames and will no longer trade with projectiles. Is this her move that allows her to, you know, kind of like spin through the projectile and punish with that kick follow-up? That's that spin? Oh my God, it would no longer trade with projectiles. So basically she got a more consistent way of punishing fireballs now? Lord have mercy, bro. I mean, you know what? Yeah, you know what? Lord have mercy. That's all I'm gonna say. The overdrive, renverse, feint. Change the overall frames of the technique from 32 to 27. Normal, grand, forte? A fute. Recovery change from 22 to 20. Disadvantage on block change from -5 to -3. Initial scaling of 20% added. Okay, so they added some scaling. Level 1, increase combo count upper limit. Level 2, increase combo count upper limit. Can you do Ken and Ryu after? I'm just going down the list. So Ryu, he got a good amount of characters, and Ken is, they both on the way. They mean by scaling, meaning that the move won't have that much damage. So the damage that it did before, it won't do as much. Character that everybody's saying they can't wait till I read, because they know how much I hate this character and they probably buffed her. Lord, give me the strength to make it through these patches. Chat, I really gotta brace myself for this. Like, y'all don't understand how much I hate this character. So the fact that it looked like she got buffed through the roof, like, it's making me want to jump out my skin. It's making me want to jump out my skin right now, bro, because it's like, why is they buffing this character still? What you mean stop the Kim hate? The Kim hater never stop. I'ma always despise this character. Kimberly. The biggest change we made to Kimberly is increasing her... Come again? Come again? Y'all increasing her bombs? For real? 2 wasn't enough? 2 wasn't enough? Y'all want this character to just be more guess for game? For real, Capcom? That's how you feeling for season 4? You wanna make this character more problem? Oh, ain't no way, bro. Us Kim mates eating this pack. Mother lover, you don't play no Kim. This whole time you been talking about old poor jury honest mind. Mother lover, you don't play no Kimberly. Oh, now you play Kim. Boy, I tell you, boy. Boy, I tell you. The biggest change we made to Kimberly is increasing her shuriken bomb stock limit from 2 to 3. We've updated the input command and general function of genius at play. You know what? I was about to say something, but I'm gonna leave the thoughts to myself, because ain't nothing genius about doing that. But you know what though? I'm gonna keep the thoughts to myself. I'm not gonna turn this into no hate value video. I'm gonna keep it to myself, all right? I'm not gonna say nothing. So give her a try and see how she plays. We've also improved the main parts of her checking toolkit by powering up her standard. Her medium kick was already good. It was already her main button in her kit. It's already the button that they abuse. You making it better? Y'all making it better like it was already bad? Powering up her standard medium kick and giving her more space and options with hidden variable. Is this the teleport? The freaking back fireball punch? Giving her more ways to attack from mid-range? We made the attack more reliable from mid-range by removing the hurt box that appeared on the attacking foot before startup. What? Y'all removing the hurt box? So basically y'all making it a little bit more difficult to whiff punish it? So you go move the hitbox that we was able to whiff punish and hide it? Bro, what are they doing to this character, bro? Initially, we believed that adding a hurt box to the attack starter would prevent players relying on it too heavily, given its long reach and ability to cancel. However, given her previous battle adjustments like the strengthening of her pokes, combo starting scaling, and hurt box adjustment, we found this precaution to be an overcorrection, so we walked it back. Mother lover, how about you walk back what you did to DJ? Huh? How about you walk that back real quick, mother lover? Because you gutted my dude season 1 and then you went forward with it. How about you walk back on that? Huh? How about you give us back what you did to his jackknife? Give us back what it was for the sway attempts, but you go walk back on this character though. The game is already Walk Back Simulator 6, but you go walk back Kimberly, but you can't walk back DJ. Boy, y'all mother lovers be picking and choosing who y'all wanna walk back on, bruh. Capcom. That is insane, bro. Nah, I can't finish this character, bro. Cause I feel like I'm about to get even more aggravated, though. Hidden variable. Now, instead of appearing directly in front of the opponent when the punch button is held, Kimberly will appear wherever she activated the move from and slide forward from there. Now, instead of appearing directly in front of your opponent when the punch button is held, Kimberly will appear wherever she activated the move and slide forward from there. Wait, so she can determine where she go? She could choose whether she want to stay where she at or slide forward from there? So previously, the normal and overdrive version of this move were easier to read and respond to. So by introducing the ability to change where Kimberly appears, we hope it'll make it less likely for her to use either version. Wow. So because we was able to punish her commitment to teleport, they basically want to make it more of a mind game for us not to just react to it, right? That's basically what we getting at. We can't just see the cloud and just punish it because we know she about to come at us now. She now has the ability to just play the mind game. Like before, Kimberly starts to fight with 2 Shuriken bomb stock, but now she could use Genius at Play to gain a 3rd. Previously, Genius at Play could only be used when Kimberly had no Shuriken bomb stock. We've changed this so that Kimberly will gain Shuriken bomb stock. So as long as she has 2 or less, we also adjusted the input command from down punch to down kick. What's up, Mike? Modern controls. All right, I'm not gonna be concerned about the modern versions because they probably just changing the way you input it. So I'm not gonna read that. Assisted combo 2, combo updated to the following: standing medium kick, overdrive sprint, overdrive arc step, overdrive Bushin Hojin kick, Soren Bushin scramble. Standing light punch, crouching punch, no. Light punch, crouching light kick, including rapid cancel versions. Is that a target combo? Rapid cancel time and change from 1 frame to 3 frames. You can now perform a rapid cancel up to 2 frames later than before. Standing medium kick deleted the foot hurt box that appeared on the attacking foot 1 frame before startup. Light Vega Bomb Edge expanded the hitbox on attack active frame 3 forward and reduced pushback on hit. Normal hidden variable. Move updated so Kimberly appears on the spot where the button, no. Move updated so Kimberly appears on the spot when the button is held. Reduce combo count upper limit on normal attacks immediately after appearing except for crouching heavy kick. All right, so if she holds the button, she stays in spot. If she lets it rip, she goes how she normally go. That's what that sounds like. Shuriken bomb stocks went from 2 to 3. Normal overdrive Genius at Play. Classic controls. Okay, so yeah, so this is the modern change. Shuriken bomb spread. Initial scaling change from 10% to 20%. Shuriken bomb modern controls. Chat, you know what's crazy? I feel like I set myself up. This balance patch is not it. I'm throwing double bombs, then reloading for more double bombs. I think I set myself up for failure because I read DJ first, so I got my hopes up high. But it's like every character that I thought was gonna get nerfed, they buffing them even more. So it's like my high standards because of DJ, my overall feeling for this patch notes is just like, it's just slowly dying down, bro. And it's crazy because I only did 5 characters. Like, we still got so many more to go through, bro. All right, chat. Y'all low-key spoiling. At ease. Calm down. We gotta get on the same pace. It's all good. It's all good. We just gotta get on the same pace. I'm trying to go down the list and work my way down. The primary focus for Marissa this time around is improving her ability to use her medium and heavy attacks plus her special moves. Overall, we aimed at improving her. we aimed at improving the merits of using her slow but hard-hitting attacks to make her more satisfying to use. Standing medium punch, medium two hitter, medium punch. Properties when hitting a mid-air opponent now allows for medium two hitter to connect as a true combo even if the initial medium punch hits the opponent in mid-air. Are you serious? Are you serious? This means you basically cannot float out of this. She's going to keep you grounded. You cannot get out of this combo. You cannot get out of this. It's wild because backdash already is terrible in this game. So you will sometimes hope that you could jump back out of a situation looking for a throw attempt to whiff and then hopefully float out of a guaranteed situation that most people like to commit to. Now, you can't even do that against this character. So the lockdown pressure was already annoying. Now it just became more annoying. Previously, if the first medium punch connected on a mid-air opponent, the second attack would whiff, leaving the opponent able to counterattack. With this change, it makes the attack much easier to use. Thank you, Capcom. Standing heavy punch hold. Heavy two hitter, heavy punch hold, heavy punch. The frame advantage on the held standing heavy punch now allows for the heavy 1-2 to become a natural block string. The held version now offers better frame advantage on forward movement compared to the regular version, letting Marissa to maintain her scary offensive pressure while opponents can counter Marissa if they anticipate her holding the heavy punch. Forcing the opponent to block this will now create a very good advantage for her. So this now connects as a follow-up when Fell Crusher connects as a punish counter, giving Marissa a much better return for landing this attack if they use it as a punish. If they use it to punish an opponent's attack. We've made this adjustment to make sure Marissa can get the best return on a punish counter hit while taking into account the return she gets on standing heavy punch and kick, which also gives her a high damage return. To Nitros, to give players an opportunity to check an opponent's reaction and the situation before committing to the follow-up hit, we've delayed the timing for this transition into the attack after the first attack is blocked while still allowing it to be a natural block string. I thought the stance was with punch. Oh, no, that's the uppercut that you do with that same direction. Okay, yeah, so this is a stance. We've delayed the timing for the transition into the attack after the first attack is blocked while still allowing it to be a natural block string. All right, so we got some modern changes. Change the special move performed from Dima Artreus. That's a very unique name. Note that the normal version will perform the medium version. All right, so changes to modern controls. Roger that. Shout outs to all the modern players. All right, standing medium punch. Hit effect when attacking a mid-air opponent. Change from blowback stun to blowback knockdown. Reduce blowback time when attacking a mid-air opponent. Standing heavy punch hold. Advantage on block change from +4 to +5. Yeah, just more plus frames. More reason to just block and accept the bullying that this character already did. Crouching heavy punch. Attack hitbox on the third active frame expanded forward. Attack hitbox on the hold version active frame 2 and later expanded forward. Okay, so the button now hits at a wider angle for anti-air. Her anti-air became better. Novacular? Novalacular? Swipe? So interesting names for these moves. Now forces a standing state on punish counter. Oh, that's a forward medium punch. Ooh, forces standing. Damn. So that means... Well, I don't know what she... It doesn't change the advantage on punish counter, so I wonder how much she would benefit from this. Or maybe she has certain combos that wouldn't work on crowd. I don't know, but force and stand is pretty interesting. All right, the Crusher. Recovery change from 21 to 20. Advantage on hit change from 0 to +4. Wow. Advantage on block change from -3 to -2. Pushback on hit reduced. Heavy two-hitter. Advantage on block change from +2 to +4. Forward movement increased. Yeah, increase the forward movement. Nice. This is the Superman punch. Blowback, horizontal distance, reduced on counter and punish counter. Medium quadriga. Disadvantage on block changed from -4 to -3. Pushback on block increased while in burnout. Heavy version. Advantage on block changed from -3 to +1. Shake, scream effect added on block and on hit. Okay, so you go feel that Spartan kick now. You're gonna feel that Spartan kick now. Stance. Attack startup on the second attack changed from 20 to 19. Follow-up time into the second attack increased by 1 frame. Chat, are y'all ready for this chaotic version of Street Fighter 6? This game is becoming way more chaotic. Looking at this list, I'm actually scared to see what they did to Zangief. Oh, chat. All right, I'm concerned about Lily. I ain't gonna lie. Shout outs to Hibiki, you did your thing at EWC, but for some reason, I feel like this character may have got, okay, never mind, hold on. Lily's most significant update is the ability to add a follow-up strike to light condor when previously after long-reaching attacks while crouching, heavy punch or horn breaker back fierce is blocked. Lily couldn't create low-risk block strings unless she used drive or a win stock for cancel. Because of this, invincible reversals would often interrupt her flow and made it difficult for her to establish an offensive. Her new follow-up strike can still be punished if done too close to the opponent, just like the follow-up from other versions, but when it's blocked at max or near max range, it's much more difficult to punish. The startup is also as fast as the overdrive version, letting Lily create real pressure. As one strategy, Lily can walk forward and use a heavy normal counter into light condor when it forces opponents to block and to whittle down their drive gauge. However, there are 2 things to keep in mind with this change. The command to store wind class stock without attacking has changed. The strike follow-up of the light version doesn't give Lily a wind class stock. Okay, so she has an additional follow-up in the long run, basically, right? That's what we're getting at. She has a follow-up attack added. When holding a light condor win, you can now cancel the technique by pressing any kick button in classic and any button except a light or assist while in modern, in addition to releasing the light attack button. By holding one of those buttons immediately after performing a held version of light condor win, Lily can immediately cancel out of the technique while still adding a win class stock, which will reproduce the same effect the non-held version had up until now. We understand these control changes may take some time to get accustomed to, but we believe this will significantly expand Lily's options and help address some of the difficulties she previously faced. We encourage Lily players to spend some time to learn these new mechanics and take full advantage of them. All right. Standing heavy kick, hit effect on counter change from knockback to blowback. Light condor win. If the button is not held, then the technique now performs an attack. Wait, she always did that, right? I thought, depending on the version, I know for sure light punch in this sense, if you didn't hold it, she just stock up, right? Oh, if the button is not held, then the technique now performs an attack. Oh. Only on medium and heavy? Wait, so on medium and heavy, she get the follow, right? Like the light was always just a win stock. So in this sense, if the button is not held, then the technique now performs an attack. While when an attack is performed, no win clock stock is gained. So they taken away the stock itself and just given an attack? You can now cancel the move by pressing kick while using classic controls or pressing medium heavy. Even if you continue to hold down the button, if you hold light punch along with the above buttons after inputting the light version of the condo, when the move will be interrupted immediately after gaining a stock of. Wait, so she gain a stock but get the. Oh wait, hold on. I'm confused. This is actually confusing me. Now you can just perform takeouts with light. So do she still get the win stock for light version? If the button is not held, then the technique now performs an attack. When an attack is performed, no win stock is gained. The translations are out of place, which makes me second guess what I'm reading. Like I'm thinking I'm tripping, but the translation is actually kind of weird. Is actually doing that. Like is actually doing that. If held. Okay, so if she taps it. See, that's what's confusing me, bro. Am I tripping? But now you can just perform takeouts with light. If held. So if you hold it, you get the stock and she get the attack. If she taps it, she gets the attack. Okay, all right. Okay. I don't know if that's gonna do much for this character, but actually, ooh, that might do something. Because normally if you like say for a dry rush punish, if she did like crouching fierce into light stock up, you could punish her for committing to that light stock up by dry rushing forward, since there was never no follow-up. But now since you could hold it with the light version and get a follow-up and a stock, that's actually gonna make it more concerning to want to dry rush right there. So I would just have to see this when the patch hits and we could go lab it, but there was actually a gap where you could dry rush forward and punish her for doing that. Easy being feasy. What these buffs and nerfs looking like? We going over them now, bro. We trying to see what we dealing with now. So far, we only did 7 characters. Patch is live, by the way. I got to update. Yeah, I got to update the game. All right. Ooh, JP. Did you get nerfed? Did you? It looked like you may have got buffed. Capcom, bro. Like, come on now. Come on now. Come on, Capcom, man. We felt that the risk-reward balance of some of JP moves had become too skewed and that players had few ways to answer them. So we've adjusted them accordingly. We've also made adjustments to rectify issues that were introduced by the previous patch. For example, in making it possible to use Departure Shadow from non-cancelable moves, players could instead use Departure window, making it impossible to counter with just a perfect parry or invincible attacks. Finally, we made adjustments to Departure that will hopefully expand on its utility and attack. We've made adjustments to Departure that will hopefully expand on its utility and attacks. We've made adjustments to Departure that will hopefully expand on its utility. Capcom, what are we doing, bro? What are we doing, bro? I can't make this up, bro. I cannot make this up, bro. Standing heavy punch, Triborg, light, medium overdrive, light punch and medium punch are okay. This is the all right. So this is the poke. Light punch into the little freaking spin thingamabob, right? I think that's Triborg. unless I'm thinking about it as something else. But anywho, both Standing Heavy Punch and Striborg have had their standby block hitboxes changed, which should make them more effective as mid to long range pokes. Standing Heavy Punch is a move with long reach and a hurt box that does not extend far forward, so it was difficult for opponents to hit the startup of this move, making the risk of challenging it very high depending on the character, considering that it causes a knockdown against airborne opponents, and it has a wealth of cancel options to keep it safe. Delaying the standby block hitbox will make it a bit easier to back away and make it whiff, making it less effective at its maximum distance. Okay, so we can now move. Cool. We can now walk back and hopefully whiff punish this disjointed normal, right? Okay, we can now move back. Beautiful. Let's see how much of a difference that really does in this character. Let's see if that really makes a big change when going against this character. JP can already discourage the opponent walking back with this far-reaching crouching medium kick, and although this does not have as large of a return as his Standing Heavy Punch, he can also control it with Striborg, which now has a faster standby block hitbox. Balina, forward heavy kick. After connecting with the first hit, the hitbox of the second hit has been expanded towards JP, alright, so just for y'all to make sure I'm not the one reading kind of weird, right? This actually says alright, so when y'all hear me say this and think I'm messing up, nah, I'm actually reading what I'm saying. Second hit should connect more easily. Since the moves move JP forward, the second hit will often whiff when it hit airborne attacks deep in the first hit or during corner combos, so it should now be more consistent overall. However, the way the opponent is knocked back may have changed it. The way the opponent is knocked back may have changed in your current combo, so make sure to check if you need to make some adjustments. Overdrive Amnesia. When the counter hurt box connects with a throw, when the counter hurt box connects with a throw move, the time JP is able to move forward is now later. Countering a normal throw will now leave JP at +4, so countering a throw while in the corner will no longer guarantee JP a back throw. Okay. Countering a normal throw will now leave JP at +4, so countering a throw while in the corner will no longer guarantee JP a back throw. Okay. Not no automatic. Oh, I forgot I booted up Street Fighter. I'm about to say, what? I really don't understand why they gave him so many buffs this time around. Good old Capcom, man. Good old Capcom thinking it's good to just continue to buff this character. Capcom look like they buffing everybody though, so I can't just aim it straight at JP at this point. Even though I can, but you know, it's Capcom at this point. So is Yasmin out?
Training room. Yasmin.
He's here. Yasmin is here. Wow. Wow. Interesting. Bro, that pushback is. Wait. Okay, so he still can't get full. Wait. What about on hit though? He still can't get full. Yeah, he always gets 3 lights, but they reduce the pushback on hit and block, so I figured he was able to get 4 now. Ooh, that's fast. Boy, that 2-frame difference did something. Oh my God. You know how nasty it's about to be checking that now? Oh nah, that's disgusting. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, I can't wait for Mother Lover to try and check dry rush all the time. Now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Black. I want to see how good that standing light kick is now, buddy. I want to see how good that standing kick is now, buddy. You go guess now. You go guess now, Black. Oh yeah, all the people that think they could just check dry rush, you about to start guessing now. Oh, the jump, you right. It ain't high enough. That's a real low ground bounce. Okay, you gotta concentrate in the super. That's nice. Okay. Okay. I like that. So I'll be punished for checking dry rush? Yeah. Yeah, you gonna be punished. Cause I'm sick of you Mother Lovers that think y'all just godlike cause y'all just checking dry rush cause like it's so nice and easy, huh? Oh yeah, guess what? You gonna start guessing now, buddy. That mind about to go into a wonder. That mind about to go into a wonder now. You gonna respect my dry rush jab now. Sick of you standing light kick checking Mother Lovers. Ooh, as soon as I dry rush, it just let off, boy. It'd be sexy if you was able to hit him and then go straight into a special also. Like buff into like OD so bad. That's nice though. You going back to the patch notes? Yeah. I just wanted to check this out real quick. What else they did? Oh, machine gun upper. Oh, you not stuck in animation at all no more. Oh my God. Oh my God, you not stuck at all no more. Oh, you not stuck at all no more. All right. We take the buffs. We take the buffs. All right. Is it easy to intentionally catch people jumping from sunrise? It happens most of the time, but sometimes you will have the players that are still managed to jump out though. But it happens most of the time where you're able to catch them. All right, back to JP. All right. Wait, we read. Okay, no, we was on amnesia. All right. So JP no longer gets guaranteed back throw after OD amnesia. Also, when an normal throw third active frame overlaps with the first frame after you throw invincibility. After your throw, invincibility disappears when getting up. Overdrive amnesia will counter the throw and leave him at +3. So a light attack is no longer guaranteed as a follow-up. So basically, he's losing his guaranteed. Nice. Homie losing his guaranteed follow-ups after amnesia in the corner. Nice. So we could now fight back. A hope for a chance at life instead of just facing a guaranteed side switch until a follow-up until another portal setup. Overdrive amnesia will counter the throw and leave him at +3, so a light attack is no longer guaranteed as a follow-up. Is now more difficult side switching after a successful counter, and you'll have to be more selective with how you use the advantage from a successful counter. Okay, cool. He's a little bit less annoying. Still JP, but you know, at least we don't have to automatically face death in that amnesia situation no more. So basically, before I even read the overall changes, we shouldn't be too scared of actually pressuring him off wake up now. Because if you actually get hit by OD amnesia, you're not about to face a guaranteed mix or a guaranteed follow-up. Medium attack model controls. Change the attack performed from standing medium punch to standing medium kick. Yeah, all right. So assisted combos, you know, shout outs to the modern players. All right. Standing heavy punch. Activation timing for the standby block hitbox change from the 2nd to the 9th frame of the technique. By Lena, the attack hitbox on the 2nd attack expanded backwards when the 1st attack hits in order to mitigate issues where the 2nd attack would miss when the 1st attack hits a mid-air opponent at close range. Overdrive. This is the little spike, actually. Yeah, that's the spike. Ground and normal hit blowback effect change to match counter his effect. Light Triborg, light. No, blah, blah, blah. Attack hitbox on the 1st and 2nd attack expanded forward. Light medium overdrive. Activation time for the standby block hitbox change from the 7th frame to the 11th frame before attack startup. Departure window can now be canceled from standing medium punch, standing heavy kick, crouching light kick, and crouching medium kick. Bruh. They giving him more cancel options for the departure, bro. Jesus. I just don't. All right. Departure shadow. Fix an issue where if the timer of the departure shadow conceded with the crystal projectile automatically firing, departure shadow would still be performed even though the departure had already vanished. When the maintenance in? I don't know. Overdrive amnesia. 4 frames of recovery added if amnesia is triggered against a throw attempt. Super art level 1 added an upward facing attack hitbox on the 2nd attack that only appeared during a combo to make it easier to hit opponents at a high position. JP buffs. Good JP buffs. Man, Greasy, thank you for the follow. Yeah, at least we don't automatically die. That's one thing to look at it, right? Well, that's one way to look at it. we get to survive a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. Legend, your favorite character. Jury mostly has changes to her normal moves, including properties on grounded hits for increased returns, and less pushback on hit for a light attack to straighten her strings, although they aren't very flashy changes. We hope it will have a large impact on her play. Crouching, medium punch, normal, and chain combo. We extended the hitbox to make this more effective at anti-air, but this had an unintended effect of beating out most other characters' crouching punches when used as a poke. There were cases where even though Jury's hitbox seemed far from the opponent's attacks, arm, or leg, it would still beat out their move, especially against attacks that hit higher up. We remedied this by making her hitbox only active against airborne opponents. Standing heavy kick, the hit effect on punish counter has changed, allowing for more varied follow-ups. Until now, the moves that would connect with this were very limited, but now depending on the distance, you could follow into things like dry rush, crouching light punch into level 3. So you can now adjust your combos depending on the situation. Korinza, this can now combo into Akinsatsu. On normal hit, giving it more benefits for hitting grounded opponents. It should now be more useful at close ranges for hit confirming. I've been going from top to bottom, so I haven't made it to Honda yet. Gotta see how JP play in a match. JP's probably going to be more annoying mid-range. Now since he got more options to cancel into the activation of departure. But at least he won't be as scary in the corner no more when his back is to the wall. Normal chain combo standing medium kick. Damage when only the second attack hits change from 300 to 700. Damage when only the second attack hits change from 300 to 700. A 400 damage increase. I haven't made it to Alex yet. Normal standing heavy kick. Blowback time increased on a punish counter. Normal chain combo crouching light punch. Pushback on hit and block reduced. Normal chain combo crouching medium punch. Upper part of the attack hitbox now only hits opponents considered airborne. Crouching light kick. Pushback on hit and block reduced. Normal Korizan. Advantage on hit change from +2 to +3. Normal overdrive Shinku. Added an attack hitbox on the upper part that only appears during a combo to make it easier to hit opponents at a high position. Okay, so it sounds like she got some fixes along with some buffs, some damage increase. Jury can now get a level 3 off heavy kick punish counter. Must be nice. Must be nice for the jury, mains. Alright, so we read DJ already. He was the first character. Cammy. We eating good, not gonna lie. We almost there, y'all. Well, not really. We still got a whole lot to read. But we roughly approaching the halfway mark. All right. Cammy. We tried to improve Cammy's ground game by expanding her zoning capabilities and powering up moves that help her close the distance to make advantage of her signature close range fighting style. We also made some adjustments to improve her surprise attacks. Standing light punch, crouching jab, crouching light kick. You can now delay the cancels when chain and light attacks, except standing light kick. This should give you more options in close range to trip up your opponent and break their guard. Okay. I'm not too sure what they mean by that. You can now delay the cancels when chaining. Oh, you could delay the cancel, but it's still going to chain together. So it's still going to be a chain, but you could delay it now? I don't know how to feel about that. It's like she got more true staggers now. That's wild. Heavy Hooligan Combination. Cammy special move that can be charged with a button hold input will now use their charged versions at the fastest possible timing by simply continuing to hold the button. Overdrive Quick Spin Knuckle. The advantage on block has changed from -2 to +3. Now it is useful as both a surprise attack during grounded pressure and to close the distance from mid-range. Yeah, that's what it seemed like. Every character got buffed. I mean, slight nerfs though. Slight nerfs so far. Medium attack. All right, shout outs to the model control players. Light punch, crouching jab, crouching light kick, including rapid cancel versions. Rapid cancel timing changed from 1 frame to 3 frames. You can now perform a rapid cancel up to 2 frames faster than before. No, 2 frames later. Standing heavy kick, blowback time increased on a punish counter. Lift uppercut. Advantage on block changed from -1 to... Wait. Oh, that's her back medium punch. Advantage on block changed from -1 to +1. Pushback on block. Bro, she now has a plus normal? Yo, Divinity, thank you for the Fat Raider 6. She now has a plus normal? They gave her a plus normal? Ooh, Cammy got a plus button now? She's almost a real character now? Bro. She already has a plus? What button was plus already? Oh, you talking about Crouching Fears? No. Oh, yeah. I forgot about Crouching Fears. I actually forgot about Crouching Fears. What's up, Mr. Neon Verte? I forgot about Crouching Fears. Dang, well, she got another one. She has another one. Are you eating this patch? DJ did get buffed. I ain't gonna lie. My character did get buffed. We still going through it though. We at Cammy right now, so we not even halfway through the list. All right, so Hooligan Combination. When holding down the button, even if the button is not released, the hold version will be performed at the fastest possible timing. Overdrive Spin Knuckle. Advantage on block change from -2 to +3. The -2 disadvantage on block when switching sides is not affected. All right, so she's still -2 on side switch, but +3 if it stays in front. Haven't got the Terry yet. So she has another plus normal outside of Drive Rush. Her lights can now have a delay within the chain cancel, meaning her staggers are more annoying. Back medium punch is now plus. Spin knuckle stand in front is now +3. Interesting. All right, EWC Champione. Ryu, 250,000. Wow. What has this character received? Ryu has received adjustments aimed at improving his ability to maintain offensive momentum after successfully landing attacks. These include changes to the pushback on block for his standing light punch and solar, as well as improved post-hit situations after whirlwind kick, donkey kick. Wait, no, that's not donkey kick. Whirlwind is the... Wait, what's the whirlwind kick? That's donkey kick, right? Or is that something else? Oh, Tatsu? Oh, I'm slow. Whirlwind. I'm hungry right now, Chad. Give me a minute. I haven't fully shook in yet. Yeah, DJ got buffs. We've also made adjustments on his overdrive arch wouldn't fully connect in certain situations. Solar. In a previous update, the timing of the move standby block hitbox was adjusted, but this added more risk than intended when Ryu attempts to catch opponents at mid-range, considering it's still more difficult to force an opponent to block the move in neutral. We've reduced the pushback on blocks so that when Ryu does connect with the attack, it's slightly easier for him to continue his offense and making the move more balanced. Bruh, the pushback was already barely there. You reduced it even more? So now he got a more, so now it's going to be more of an issue for strike throw. So now he really in your face. Like he wasn't already in your face. All right. When performed after whirlwind kick, the horizontal blowback time of aerial Tatsumaki Senpu has been reduced, allowing Ryu to continue with his offensive pressure easier, while the situation after a combo from overdrive high blade kick remains unchanged. Using whirlwind kick as a poking tool and hidden with the tip now makes it easier to set up Ryu's pressure game. Alright, shout outs to the modern players once again. Standing light punch. Pushback on block reduced. Solar. Pushback on block reduced. Overdrive Hadouken. Denjin charge. Reduce combo count initial value and additional value on the first and second attacks. Increase combo count additional value on the final attack. Overdrive Shoryuken. Reduce combo count additional value. Increase combo count upper limit. And reduce the horizontal blowback on the grounded hit. E Honda Edmund. E Honda. Yeah, y'all. I'm going down the list, so I still gotta go over everybody that's below Honda. So I still got a good grip of reading to do. Nice, good little grip. But everybody above Honda has been spoke on and read about. E Honda. All right. E Honda. Honda's adjustments primarily for. Did some just disconnect? Oh, I thought something disconnected. All right. Honda's adjustments primarily focus on balancing his mid-range attacks. His standing meter punch had good reach and left him in a very good position after it hits, so he slightly increased the risk on it if the attack misses, while giving more benefits to his other poking options. Standing heavy kick, thanks to adjustments on recovery when the first hit is blocked, coupled with adjustments to sumo step and tipo triple slaps, canceling the first hit of his standing heavy kick into regular or overdrive tipo will now create situations where the opponent is punished hard if they try to interrupt your attacks. The overdrive version of tempo is an especially powerful offensive tool, giving you frame advantage on block and good combo ability when it lands as a counter hit, making it an even more valuable offensive tool. Harai kick. When this attack lands on a standing opponent as a punish counter, they'll slide along the ground, giving you a huge frame advantage. This will let Honda do tricks like chasing the opponent with a medium sumo headbutt to set up a wake-up pressure situation. Sumo dash. The timing transition from sumo dash to tipo triple slaps to... Oh, it's sped up, allowing you to combo from medium attacks. In addition, the increased forward movement before the attack begins makes this easier for Honda to use this technique as a surprise attack or poking tool. Mixing this sumo headbutt and sumo smash will keep opponents on their toes while you maintain your pressure. The The adjustments made to hit effects on mid-air opponents were done to minimize any effect on existing setup strategies. Alright, so standing medium punch. Recovery when the attack misses changed from 15 to 17. A little bit more easy to punish. Hurt box on the body when the attack misses expanded forward. Nice. Easier to whiff punish. Like the sound of that. Standing heavy kick. Disadvantage on block from the first attack changed from -11 to -8. Okay. Crouching heavy punch can now be countered into a super hard. Okay, you got a cancel window. Harai kick. Harai. Punish counter now induces a sliding effect on an opponent after the knockdown. It now induces a sliding effect? That's the forward step kick, right? Yeah, I just want to see what they're talking about. Okay. What up, Dark? What's up, Richard? What up, AF? All right. Normal sumo dash. Change the overall frames of the technique from 51 to 54. Triple slap follow-up time is now 1 frame faster. All right, so that little walk down is faster now. Forward movement increased, reduced blowback distance and time on the first attack when it hits a mid-air opponent. All right, hound the changes. Blanca. Good old Blanca. Good old Blanca. Blanca. All right. Blanca received changes to the properties of his mid-range normals and special moves, as well as the held version of Electric Thunder. In addition, Wild Edge and Wild Nail were being used outside of their intended purposes, so we've evened out the parts of them that stuck out too much and also adjusted his other normal attacks to make them more useful. Wild Edge, back medium kick. Considering the short reach against crouching opponents in area of the attack, this move was designed to be used as short reach or as an anti-air. However, since Blanca's hurt box doesn't move forward during the move and is able to cancel into dry rush and special moves, this move ended up being stronger than intended. Its high reach and difficulty to whiff punish made it strong enough that his other pokes lost meaning. So we've buffed Blanca's other mid-range pokes as well as made Wild Edge easier to whiff punish through longer whiff recovery and a larger hurt box. Nice. This added recovery means it will also be more difficult to bait your opponent's dry reversal after knockdown, so be careful when using it multiple times. Wild Nail Forward Fierce. This move is intended to be a heavy attack with a special property on punish counter, but we had made it harder to be used to attack over the opponent's projectiles by adding a special projectile only hurt box right before the move becomes active. However, Wild Nail's special hurt box was higher up than others, so projectiles with a normal height like Hadouken had a hard time colliding with it. Therefore, we expanded this special hurt box, so now most projectiles should properly stop the move before it becomes active. Projectiles that fly low to the ground should still have a hard time colliding with this hurt box as intended. Normal Electric Thunder held. We've changed the properties of this move. For the held version, the move will automatically transition into a follow-up on hit, and on block it will do multiple hits to chip at your opponent's drive gauge as well as leave you at advantage. This is easy to set up at the knockdown in the corner, so it should provide another option besides Wild Edge to give yourself an advantage on knockdown. The held version's hitbox also has been changed to be a projectile, so it should now win out against almost every character Super Art 1 as well as as well as be a great way to chip at the opponent's health during burnout. They made this a projectile. They made this mother of a projectile. Wait, was he always able to hold that? He wasn't always able to do that, right? Nah, this gotta be new. I don't ever recall seeing Blanca do that. Yes, but it didn't mean much. He's never been able to do that. I don't know. Some people saying he has, but I don't know. Like, I'd never seen nobody hold it. Where's Wolfgang when you need him? Well, maybe he was always able to do it. All right. Standing medium punch. Attack startup changed from 10 to 9. Super arc cancel time increased by 1 frame. Standing medium kick deleted the foot hurt box that appeared on the attacking foot 1 frame before startup. It was quick. Standing heavy kick blowback time reduced on counter hit when hitting a mid-air opponent. Wild edge back medium kick recovery when the attack misses changed from 12 to 16 frames. Hurt box on the body when the attack misses expanded forward. Wild nair. Oh no, wild nail. Expanded the projectile only hurt box on the arms that appears 1 frame before the attack started vertically. Normal electric thunder hold. A follow-up attack will now happen only on the Hell version's 4th hit onward on block or hit. The follow-up attack properties have been changed from a strike to a projectile. The Hell version's 8th attack active frame have been changed from 2 to 3. So basically, okay, so it wasn't a projectile at first, meaning that he was never able to just, okay, so that's probably why, right? No, that's the follow-up attack. I'm still so, okay, not mind. I'm still low-key kind of confused. The follow-up attack projectile has been changed from a strike to a projectile. Or maybe they talking about the follow-up when you hold it. Okay, all right. I think that's blah, 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 blah. I think that's what it is. Because it's a projectile now, when you hold it, he's able to do that on your wake up and kill supers. Well, level 1. Okay. All right. That makes sense. All right. GFUEL. Yeah, it stops projectile supers. In this round of battle adjustments, we've improved a number of Gao's normals, unique, and special moves for his combos. We've added some new elements to come up with some fresh combos, and with standing heavy kick attack startup, the difficulty of some combos depending on opponent's size, such as Sonic Boom, standing heavy kick has been relaxed. Standing heavy kick, we've adjusted this move so that it comes out faster, allowing Gao to use it in the neutral or a poke easier. Standing heavy kick comes out faster. On the combo front, counter hit, crouching medium punch, cancel dry rush now allows for combo possibilities, so hitting with the tip of burning straight into Sonic Boom can now combo more consistent. On the other hand, if standing heavy kick lands immediately after a dry rush, it leaves Gao closer to the opponent than before, so this may affect some existing combos, but we believe this is a overall Big improvement for Gal. Drake Fang. In neutral exchanges, using this move after crouching medium kick. You know what? That word. Favorite Gal, so we reduced the ground bound time that allowed heavy somersault kick to connect in exchange. We've straightened the light version of somersault kick so it can be used as a follow-up attack. Like somersault kick, by adding a combo only attack hitbox to the second frame of this move, we've made it easier to connect with quick attacks in the neutral game. This adjustment boosts its utility as a combo tool by allowing it to connect in situations where follow-ups were previously out of range, such as after Drake Fang hits from a distance or when the tip of crouching medium punch scores a counter hit but double shot will not reach. Additionally, we've expanded the collision hitbox that appears while Gal is in the air while Gal is in the air upward, making it easier to connect with an opponent directly in front of him instead of passing right through unharmed. Level 1, we wanted to improve this move's ease of use and combos. As a result, we made it possible to follow a light or medium Sonic Hurricane with a heavy Sonic Hurricane, provided the initial hit connects on the grounded opponent. All right. Standing heavy kick. Reduce the attack startup from 13 to 12 frames. Fixed an issue in which the standby block hitbox would extend forward unintentionally. Drake Fang. Blowback time decreased by 1 frame on counter or punish counter. Light flash kick added a combo only hitbox to the second active frame, making it easier to hit opponents in front of Gal. Expanded the collision hitbox upward. Overdrive Sonic Fang. Advantage on block change from -1 to +1. Wait, what? What? The freaking Overdrive Sonic Fang is +1 now? That by itself is +1? They made that +1? Well, we about to start seeing this. Yeah, we probably about to start seeing stuff like that now. Yeah, we probably about to start seeing stuff like that now. Probably. I don't know if they would care to spend 2 bars like that to be +1, but yeah. Might start seeing some aggravation like that. Level 1, increase the combo count upper limit, reduce combo count additional value of all its hits except the final attack, added a combo only hitbox that begins on a 16 active frame, making it easier to hit opponents above Gal. Added an attack hitbox that only appears during a combo to make it easier to hit opponents at a high position. Okay, so he got some faster startup, Sonic Blade is plus on block, and he got some combo follow-ups with his level 1. Yep. Good old GFUEL. All right, chat. We on Ken. I know some people was waiting on me to get the Ken, but yes, we are finally the Ken. So let's see what they did with Mr. Ken Masters. All righty. Let's see what's going on with Ken. Ken has fewer adjustments overall, but we've improved a wide range of combos and attacks. So players will have some new tools to utilize in his neutral game. Standing medium punch. By increasing the momentum left by dry rush, we made it easier to force a mix-up between a low attack, like crouching light kick and the standing light punch, and a normal throw after an opponent blocks it at close range. This also improves the reach of crouching heavy punch, which also deals decent damage when it connects, making this a powerful tool for initiating an offensive. Okay. Crouching medium punch. By increasing the knockback time, we made it possible for moves like standing light kick on normal hit and crouching medium kick on punish counter to combo reliably without relying on cancels, making the move more viable in close range attack sequences. While the damage of the move itself has been decreased, that change was made to accommodate for what we expect would be an overall damage output increase because of its adjusted follow-up capabilities. Quick dash, 2 kicks, forward step kick. Forward step kick now comes out quicker, making it possible to land hits with the tip of the attack from closer range or with better timing than before. While adjustments like reduced payoff on punish counters and decreased pushback on block may seem negative, we tried to balance that by making sure the move has synergy with Ken's other zoning tools like standing heavy kick and Hadouken. This adjustment allows Ken other moves to function more effective, significantly giving him more tools to improve his mid to long range game. Finally, the move can now be mixed into combos where the Ken is standing or airborne, which makes it easier for him to respond to a wider variety of situations. Ken changes. Standing medium punch extended the momentum from dry rush by 3 frames. Wait, extended the momentum from dry rush by 3 frames? I don't even know what they mean. Extended the momentum. Can somebody elaborate on what that means? 'Cause I'm actually kind of confused. Like, you get a longer reach time before the effects wear off? Is that what? I'm not too sure what they mean by that. Extended the momentum from dry rush. So I'm guessing when you press the button, you could go further with the momentum. All right, crouching medium punch, decrease the damage from 700 to 600, increase advantage on hit from 3 frames to 5 frames. What? 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 That's his Street Fighter 5 combo. That's literally his Street Fighter 5 combo. Crouching medium and a standing light kick. Dang. All right, quick dash 2 kicks. Sped up the follow-up timing of a 4-step kick by 2 frames. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. What? Why would they sped that up? Oh, they sped that up something nasty. Nah, that's disgusting. Oh, they sped that up for sure. 4-step kick, forward heavy kick after quick dash. Change attack start off from 10 to 8. Change advantage on hit from +3 to +1. Reduce pushback on block. Increase recovery by 4 frames when it whiffs on hits on armor attack. Okay. All right. Some nice Ken buffs. Some nice Ken buffs. Fish sticks, you gonna stay a DJ man or you going back to Ken? They nerfed mine. Hopefully. Chun-Li has received adjustments aimed at making both Hagzangshu and Tensho kicks easier to use, as well as improvements to Serenity Stream and its follow-up options. In particular, Hagzangshu can now be selected by strength in modern, and the light version has been made safer on block, reducing its risk and improving its effectiveness as a poking tool. Serenity Stream. You can now cancel the stance by inputting up, which will make it easier to quickly exit the stance when you need to react. It also lowers the execution demand on sequences that call for canceling the stance and transitioning to other attacks such as crouching light kick or a normal throw. Interesting. Lotus Fist. In order to increase the amount of variations while in Serenity Stream, we've adjusted this overhead attack so that Chun can continue her offense even if it's blocked. Medium Tensho. The medium version of Tensho kicks didn't see much use up until now, so that version of the attack has been adjusted so it gives Chun-Li move drive gauge than the other versions. The combo count upper limit also has been adjusted so the medium version of Tensho kicks will connect in situations where the heavy version of Tensho kicks will also be used. This change is intended to give players a reason to choose between the medium and heavy versions depending on the flow of the match and their desired follow-up. Hazanshu, norm model controls. Shoutouts. Serenity Stream made it possible to cancel out of Serenity Stream by pressing up. Lotus Fist, advantage on block change from -3 to +1. Wow. Extended input buffer time at the end of the move. Mena is going back to Luke. Ain't no way the Blanca changes made him do that. So because they freaking nerfed back medium kick? What they did? They nerfed back medium kick? Dang, Mena said no. But what I'm saying is the changes was that much to where he about to drop Blanca? That's crazy. I didn't think the changes was that critical. That is crazy. Damn. No way he dropped Blanca already? After he got cooked by a 15-year-old? I mean, that Ryu was hella nice. That Ryu was nice. I think it was more the changes Luke got. Okay, so he didn't necessarily drop Blanca. All right. Shoot, I forgot where I was at on Chun-Li. Lotus Fist, advantage on block change. Okay, no, I read this. Medium overdrive, 100 lightning kicks, forward momentum before startup attack increased. Light Hazanshu, advantage on block change from -5 to -4. Timing for when the standby block hitbox appears changed from the 16 frames to the 8 frame. Increased blowback time on mid-air hit. Medium Tensho, increased drive gauge gain from 2,000 to 4,000. Dang. Increased combo count upper limit. Heavy Tensho, added throw invincibility between frames 8 to 9 of the technique. Ooh. All right. Big Geef Ball. All right, y'all. I'm actually trying to speed it up some because, man, I still got a nice grip. Zangief, Delson, Rashid, Ike, Ed, Akuma, Bison, Terry, Maya, Lena, Sagat, Viper, Alex, Ingrid. Still got a good grip. So I'm trying to speed it up just a little bit. All right. Big Geef Ball. The change to power stumps added another low attack option to Zangief's options. We've also looked to increase the situations players can aim to go for double lariat and Russian suplex, and reduce the number of situations he left at a disadvantage when whiffing an attack or trying to take back his turn. Power stumps. The first hit can now be canceled until a special move, which along with the reduced hurt box on the feet makes it a variable option when trying to counterpoke an opponent's low attack. This can now work in conjunction with standing heavy punch, which is already a vital tool in Zangief's arsenal thanks to its armor properties. Coupled with this main adjustment, got something on my monitor. Coupled with this main adjustment are changes such as adding combo starter scaling and preventing follow-up attacks if the first hit whiffs. Double lariat. We have expanded the attack hitbox against crouching opponents, but this only occurs if the attack is performed as a cancel from a normal attack. This adjustment ensures that if the attack connects with the opponent's body, such as when landing the tip of crouching medium punch or a standing light kick on punish counter, double lariat it will always combo as long as you hold forward. The adjustment to double lariat Movement distance also ensures that the distance between characters after attack finishes remains the same as before when holding forward. Russian suplex. We've adjusted how this move works so that using heavy kick will always result in Russian suplex, no matter the distance. This adjustment is to prevent any confusion whether Russian suplex or Siberian Express will be performed when at max throw range. Although the damage for the heavy version is slightly lower than the light or medium version, the post-attack situation and super arc gain is the same, in addition to its effective range being expanded, making it easier for players to choose between this attack or screw power driver depending on the situation. All right. Power stumps. Reduce the size of the hurt box extending from Zangief's foot between the 5th and 9th frame. Made it possible to cancel out of the first move. Made it so that pressing medium punch and medium kick at the same time would not perform a transition attack. Made it so that the move cannot be canceled after the second stomp on a whiff. Added 20% to the initial scaling of the first attack. Normal double lariat. The following properties have been changed when canceling from a normal or unique move. Extended the second hitbox during combos and against crouching opponents forward. Increase the distance moved forward during frames 13 and 16. Decrease the distance moved forward during frames 21 and 28. Overdrive double lariat. Disadvantage on block from the fourth attack changed from 17 to 12. Normal Russian suplex. Activating this move using a heavy button would now always perform Russian suplex. Note that the damage from the light and medium versions is 2900 while the heavy version is 26. Big Geef Ball. Dhalsiums. The main adjustment for Sim involved rearranging the special moves available via modern controls and modifying the restrictions on projectile activation when Overdrive, Yoga Flame, or Yoga Arc. It's already on screen. The expansion of the hitbox on his standing light punch is intended as to mitigate a specific sequences that were previously difficult to deal with. Standing light punch, the attack hitbox is slightly expanded upward, allowing it to hit attacks such as Ken's, Heavy Dragon Lash, Startup, and others easier. Normal Overdrive Yoga Fire. After performing the Overdrive version, Dhalsim can now perform the regular version of another projectile. You can now unleash projectiles in ways not possible before, making it much easier to zone out opponents from long range. Mixing these up with Yoga Comet, which doesn't interfere with either of them. Dhalsim's potentially has several more zonish strategies at his disposal. Who's playing modern Dhalsim? They got some modern lovers out there. Yoga Float. Fixed a bug during Yoga Float where during the frames when moving forward or floating still, inputting forward and then falling could make you descent invincible. Yoga Mummy modern controls can now be performed by using auto, down light, attack during a jump. Modern controls change the special move performed from Yoga Fire to Yoga Art. All right, so because most of this is modern, once again, shout outs to the modern players. All right, much love to you. Standing light punch, expanded the attack hitbox upward. Normal Overdrive Yoga Fire, light, medium, heavy Yoga Arc can now be performed even if Overdrive Yoga Fire is still on the screen. Wow. Light, medium, heavy Yoga Fire can now be performed even if Yoga... Wait, they put the same thing twice? For both adjustments, normal Overdrive or Overdrive... Wait. Okay, all right. So he's able to put more flames on the screen, basically. He's putting more stuff on the screen, y'all. Overdrive Yoga. Change the time at which the character moves from 49 frames to 44 frames of the technique. Rashid. All right, y'all. We almost to end. Almost to end. What's up, Rhino? Almost there. Rashid. Rashid mostly received changes to his longer reaching normals and special moves. His pokes and longer reaching moves are now easier to use, and his overdrive Arabian Cyclone has received a new role in recovering mid to long ranges. Crouching Fears, the standby block hitbox now happens earlier, so now it should be harder for the opponents to avoid the attack while sitting in his range. Now you can utilize its longer range at an effective mid-range poke. Crescent Kick. The knockback time on hit has been extended, so now you can follow with something like a crouching medium kick on punish counter. You'll now get more than just frame advantage when you, for example, get a punish counter by avoiding a sweep from a bit further away. You can also link into a standing light punch on hit now. So make sure you properly discern the situation to get the most out of these changes. Overdrive Arabian Cyclone, the extended standby block time on the first hit now makes it more difficult to back out of the second hit, and now whiffing the first hit, but having the second guarded gives you advantage on block, giving it a new use. Although managing that distance is a bit challenging, you can now have a new opportunity to create advantage in your offense through guard timing. Rashid got buffs. Modern, shout out to Modern Controls. Crouching Heavy Punch, advantage on block, change from -6 to -4. Activation timing for the standby block hitbox change from the 6th frame to the 2nd frame. Wow. Crescent Kick, advantage on hit change from +2 to +3. Medium Spinning Mixer, invincibility to aerial attacks extended from 3 to 11 to 3 to 17. Anti-air got buffed? No. That's Spinning Mixer. I'm tripping. That's Spinning Mixer.
Skyward.
Oh no, that.
Skyward. You're mine. Sky high. Skyward. Yaha. Ta.
That's the move they talking about, right? Crouching Fears? Overdrive Arabian Cyclone, added 1 active frame and increases the first attack standby block hitbox forward, reduce pushback on block for the second attack. What's going on, Fighting Girl Rose? Good luck. I'm trying. Alright, y'all. Moving on to Ike. Next character after this is Ed. A lot of people been bringing up Ed this, Ed that, alright? So, one more character, then we go on to Ed to see what happened, right? One more character. Alongside improvements to her normal attacks used for poking and whiff punishing, Ike has also received adjustments to special moves that didn't see a lot of use, giving them new roles within her overall game plan and neutral strategy. Give me one here, Rohit. DJ got talked about first character. I don't know how to say this name. The knockback effect when this move hits an opponent who isn't poisoned has been changed to improve Ike's situation after attack. This change will not make it easier to apply pressure even after landing the move at long range. Additionally, if the first standing heavy punch connects at close range or hits near the corner, you can follow up with additional attacks. Overdrive Serpent Lash. The claw strike follow-up will now poison opponents even if it's blocked. This gives the attack a very distinct utility and gives Ike a significant tool for her pressure game and offensive strengths. However, opponents will not be poisoned if only the explosion part of the attack is blocked, and the poison can also be avoided by parrying the attack, meaning players will still have to read the situation and be smart with its usage. Light Cruel Fate, reducing the hurt box on startup and increasing its frame advantage. This move to be more used to evade an opponent's attack at close range and convert into a combo when it lands as a counter hit. Using this attack on the defense as a read will allow you to slip under or around attacks and strike back quick. Shout out to the Modern Controls. Crouching Fears poisons the opponent on opponent. Bro, wait, what? She got poison off her opponent? What? They giving her more poison opportunities? Where's she at? I don't know why I keep... Oh, that's her sweep, right? That is her sweep. What? So she get it off a counter hit now? Oh, that's wow. Wow. More poison. I got it. If you want, I'll see it later. I'm trying to finish the characters right now. That's insane. That's insane. GFUEL. Active frames change from 3 to 4. Advantage on block change from -4 to -3. Standing heavy punch change the hit effect on an opponent that isn't poisoned from a blowback knockdown to a tailspin and increased blowback time. Increase the hit effect on an opponent that isn't poisoned. Wow. Just more poison, huh? Must be nice. Overdrive Nightshade Chaser. Inflicts poison when the normal version is blocked. Wait. Oh, wait, what? Overdrive? Wait, what? Wait, that? Wait, what that is? Overdrive Nightshade Chaser? Down by punches? Heavy punch? Oh, wait. Oh, that. That? Wow. Wow. Oh, it will not inflict poison if the move is blocked with drop parry. Oh, okay. Okay. It's not bad. Light Cruel Fate. Advantage on hit chain from +1 to +2. Remove the hurt box that extended downward from the first 5 frames of the move. Ooh. Character getting more poison options. I don't know how to feel about that. She has more ways to inflict big damage. More ways to inflict big damage, huh? All right. The character that everybody just keeps talking about. Good old Ed. Good old Ed. Let's see what happened with Mr. Ed. I haven't got to Akuma yet. Well, Akuma's next. Ed's ability to take advantage of opening with his long-range reaching normals is already very strong, but he had a couple of tools that could let him turn the tide of the match in his favor even if he gets backed into a corner, meaning that the risk he carried while in the corner was much less than other characters. Because Ed carrying less risk in the corner ran counter to our risk versus reward in the neutral, we adjusted the moves that provided the most dramatic single interaction momentum swings for him. Specifically, we weakened his back throw situation, which was one of Ed's most common side switch tools, as well as weakening the advantage he gained after a held psycho flicker was blocked, which was the common setup for his throw game. However, we did improve Ed's ability to proactively go on the offense by enhancing his situation after flicker combination light kick, and adjusting the projectile speed on overdrive cycle shot based on strength, which would make it easier for him to create opportunities to move forward while applying pressure. Rib crusher. Back light punch light kick? Wait, what? Back light punch light kick? Oh, backdoor. I'm tripping. Man, I'm tripping. Backdoor. Increased recovery after a hit means that A will be at a disadvantage if he performs a forward dash after this attack hits. Now, if you want to maintain your corner pressure after this hit, using attacks out of dry rush would be your primary option. Dang. They continuing to just nerf this character? -2. -2 on dash up. But they saying you gotta use dry rush now. Block reversal. Yeah. Yeah, just what the world? Wait, what? What was that? What was that? What? 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 Yo, what? Okay, he still get the master pull for EX, but boy, what? Oh, oh, no, that is crazy. I mean, I've been stopped playing this character, but thank you. Thank you, like, Jesus, bro. Can't lie, that was a lot. That was a lot. Yeah, pressure out the back door was real. He was able to dash up and get pressure. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Thank you. I'm glad they did this. Yo! Boy, you don't move a muscle no more. Oh, you don't move a muscle no more. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I'm happy for that. That Ed nonsense right there was too much. I'm happy they did that. They should have been nerfed that. They was giving them slaps on the wrist and little minor nerfs previous patches. They gutted them now. That's actually toxic. Ooh. Y'all gotta spend OD. Wait. Y'all gotta spend OD now. Y'all gotta spend OD if y'all want that. Even with that, he barely moved. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess I should feel bad because I used to play him, but really and truly, I've been stopped playing the character. So I've been stopped playing him. Even before I figured that nerf was gonna happen. That's insane. I just didn't want to play him no more. All right. Overdrive Cycle Shoot. The light version now travels more slowly while the heavy version travels more quickly. The fast and heavy version can create some strong pressure as an opponent's reaction will be tested more heavily against opponents who have a habit of using parry against the projectile. The slower light version will function as a shield, letting Ed safely advance and start up his pressure. Oh, it travels more slow. It travels more slow. Light and medium psycho flicker. The distance that opponents end to end on block is now reduced, which means when blocked at a certain distance, opponent will be outside of Ed's stone range. While Ed still has some strong pokes and pressure tools after this attack is blocked, he no longer has an easy way of creating a favorable situation for him with his stone pressure, forcing Ed to be more creative with their game plan. For the defender, this also lowers the disadvantage they face from blocking this move, making this attack easier to deal with. So yes. Oh, the OD version trap. Oh, it sure do say OD. My bad. I'm glad you got that. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's masterful. Oh, yeah. That's okay. So, okay. So something to talk about real quick. Even though that distance is reduced, you still +4. So... yeah, I mean, it ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? You still +4. Let me see. Yeah. Just got to change y'all game plan a little bit. That's all. Ed. Change the overall frames of the technique from 123 to 130. Advantage on hit change from +24 to +17. Expanded the input buffer time at the end of the move. Flick combination pushback on hit from the final attack has been reduced. Okay, cool. So now y'all a little bit more point blank now. Y'all more point blank. Yeah, you right in the face. Oh, I see. A slight. I guarantee you. Okay, so he might drop from top 5 to maybe top 7 or top 8. He ain't going down as far as y'all think he is. Light overdrive cycle blitz added 30% initial scanning. Oh, scaling. Wait, so that means the V-Sync combo do less? Oh, this combo about to start doing even more less. I haven't done this combo in a minute. It's still some good damage though. I used all 3 bars, but that's still good damage. You can't break 5K anymore? Well, with that route, I just did 50-52, that's for sure. So they might have to just say F the Shin Dream and go back to that one, maybe. Overdrive Cycle shoots. Speed on light version, decrease. Speed on heavy version, increase. Oh, so he's shooting a bullet? Oh my God, he's shooting a bullet. Oh, he's shooting a bullet. Hold on, y'all might be able to do something like this now. Maybe not. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. Dang. Decrease the distance pulled in when the attack is blocked. Is Ingrid still celestial trash? I don't know. Ingrid is the last character. I'm on Ed right now. Lily got a slight change, nothing too major. They did something with her light condor spire. Thingamabob. Akuma. All right, chat. We're almost done. A few more characters left, and that's a wrap. We are taking another look at fully charged Go Hadouken, which we changed to have more advantage in the previous patch and have slightly expanded the use of Overdrive Tatsumaki by making part of it connect on crouching opponents. Kikoku combination, forward fierce. Hitting with a punish counter now has less pushback, so it should be easier to follow it up after successfully whiff punishing. Akuma's far-reaching crouching medium kick should almost always connect, which combined with the changes of Overdrive should make it easier to get damage. Overdrive Tatsumaki, the fourth active frame of the first hit now hits crouching opponents, so now you should be able to combo into this from medium attacks or punish counters from light attacks without worrying about the opponent's state. It should now be much easier to use as a counter attack or to get more damage at mid-range. Normal Overdrive Go Hadouken, the advantage on block has increased, so now you should be +2 or more at close range even after a full dash. Adding this to your pressure well should net you more opportunities to mix with the opponent with strike throws. Shout outs to the modern controls. Kikoku combination, pushback on hit, reduce on the punish counter. Overdrive Go Hadouken max charge, advantage on block change from +20 to +21. Overdrive Tatsumaki, attack hitbox on the fourth active frame expanded downward and now also hits crouching opponents. A burrow throw, 3 kicks, light punch. Is that the command grab? Follow up timing out of forward. Hazaru Shinku changed to be 2 frames faster. The throw hitbox on a burrow throw when it's performed at the earliest possible time change from 31 to 20. That's the command grab, right? They really made that faster. Which characters are now top 5? It's a hard question to answer right now, buddy. Bipson. Bipson. With M. Bison, we looked at improving his special moves that didn't see much use, as well as adjusting the range of his standard heavy punch. One of his key poking attacks at mid-range, Standing Fierce, Bison receives an increased advantage on hit, and he can now link to his far-reaching Standing Light Punch, improving its utility as a high reward poke that's capable of going into combos. What? What are we doing, Capcom? Okay, I mean, you still gotta be kind of point blank or closer. Bipson. Overdrive back fist combo. You can now have a lot more time to follow with an attack after the move hits, giving you options such as heavy back fist combo or overdrive double knee press. Even when in the middle of the screen, when a cycle mine is embedded, you can now choose between those options or something like overdrive cycle crusher attack, which can give you even bigger returns due to the Psycho Mine detonation, so players can choose between going for high damage or more follow-up options. Overdrive, Shadow Rise. We've increased the speed at which the move reaches the opponent and extended the window for transition into follow-up attacks, improving its effectiveness as a surprise attack.
No mistake.
Oh, God. Okay. Oh, my God. That's insane. Standard heavy punch. Advantage on hit change from +4 to +5. Psycho Mine. Drive gauge reduction on block when Psycho Mine is detonated from any version of back fist combo. Devil's reverse change from 3,000 to 5,000. Overdrive back fist combo. Increased damage from 1,700 to 1,800. Increased blowback time. Overdrive Shadow Rise. Adjusted height and speed when jumping up so Bison reaches the opponent location quicker. Delayed the follow-up attack transition timing until 3 frames before landing. Ooh, yeah, this game is becoming more anime for shoulders. DJ got some nice love. I'm gonna do a recap once I'm finished reading the characters. Terry. Why I got a feeling they buffed him again? He has been going through every patch, not nerfed, only been getting buffs. So I wouldn't be surprised if he got buffed again. Terry is a character with great damage and corner carry, and he has such. Terry is a character with great damage and corner carry, and as such, he gets to get a lot of his cancelable medium and heavy attacks. His medium pokes and standard and crouching medium punch, as well as crouching medium kick, have different strengths, but standard medium punch had comparative good reach and advantage, making it too good as both a counter poke and for whiff punish, and that led to it being so useful that it outshone his other pokes, so we've given it more recovery on whiff to tone it down. Other than that, we shored up his special moves that were less useful his special moves that were less useful by adjusting their parameters. Standard medium punch, we've extended the hurt box forward while it is whiffing. This is a move that leads into target combos and can cancel into dry rush, so we've emphasized its use as a poke with good range and tried to limit its use as a counter poke. It's now more dangerous when it whiffs, so you'll need to think about when you use it at close and mid ranges. Round wave. The standby block timing has become 5 frames faster, so now it should be more difficult for opponents to escape when canceling into this from a standing or crouching medium punch that connects at the tip. This in turn should strengthen Terry's low attacks and pressure. Overdrive Quick Burn. The last hit has higher damage and also knocks the opponent back less far, giving you a better advantage. It's already useful as a combo into Super R2 and as a surprise overhead on the second attack, so now it's also a pathway into better damage and advantage when comboing from light attacks. Alright, shout outs to the modern users. Standard meter punch. Expanded the main hurt box forward during frames 18 and 25 with the technique. Power dunk. The 3-piece. Increased the perfect timing window by 1 frame from 2 to 3. When the perfect timing was performed, the advantage on knockdown could result in 23 or 24 depending on the timing, but now all timers result in plus 24. Round wave. Activation timing for the standby block hitbox changed from the 21st to the 16th frame of the technique. Normal quick burn. Damage changed from 900, 500 plus 400 to 900, 300 plus 600. Advantage on hit changed from +2 to +3. Overdrive quick burn. Damage changed from 1400, 400, 400, 600 to 1600, 400, 400, 800. Reduce horizontal blowback on the final attack. Terry just keep getting buffs, huh? So now we can actually whiff punish, one of his go-to buttons, which is, you know, pretty good. You like that. But homie is getting more buffs. Terry, what is this maintenance up, sir? Did you look at Sagat? Not yet. Maintenance is up because they dropped the patch notes, and Yasmin is also in the game now. All right, y'all. My. Ladies and gentlemen, my. Ooh, here we go. All right. Mai has changes to her frequently used normals and special moves. These were a cause of her extremely lopsided choice of pokes and super arts, so these have been toned down. This should give more breathing room for the rest of her toolkit. The main change to her pokes was making her standing medium punch more risky, as well as her limiting the invincibility on her Super R1 to make it less of a rock-solid tool to be used in combos, as well as a counterattack. In exchange, we've improved her crouching fears and added new properties to her Super R2. This should give her new opportunities to use her Super Gauge without making it feel like her tools have become too limited. Although in general, a few of her moves have decreased in strength, Overdrive Ryuben has had its properties completely changed, so please try adding this to your repertoire and explore its new uses. Crouching Heavy Punch. The standby block time and distance move forward have increased, which should make it even if the first hit whiffs, the second hit should connect when used at the correct distance. The risk reward has also improved, though the changes in the pushback on hit and block altogether. This move should now be much more useful at mid-ranges when covering your opponent getting up or as a read for a whiff punish. Jumping medium punch. This now knocks the opponent back horizontal on hit, which should make it easier to follow into Musasabu no Mai when hitting air to air, as well as make it possible to combo Overdrive Hesasu Shinobi Bachi. Jumping medium punch Super R1 mid-screen. While this is detailed below, it is no longer possible to combo into Super R1 from Overdrive Ryuben, so this now may be your main route for getting stocks from Super R1. Normal Kaoshin. Normal boosted. Okay, so this is the fireball, the fan. Let's see. We made the startup animation slightly more distinct so that it's easier to tell when easier to tell when this move is being used. The startup of this move was less pronounced than other projectiles, so now responding to the animation should be more in line with similar moves. Overdrive. It wasn't clear how this move in Overdrive Hasashu Shinobi Bachi was supposed to differ, so we made large adjustments here to remedy that. Extending your combos is now the role of Overdrive, while Overdrive Ryuben now has uses in catching over-eager opponents. Generally speaking, when you cancel into this from a medium attack, you combo on hit, while on guard you can frame trap your opponent. Once you plant the seed of doubt in them with this move, you can forego canceling and go for more offense, force them to block a charge Kyoshin or use anything else in your repertoire. Although this move was mostly used to combo the super arts mid-scream, you are still able to continue to... I need to take a water break. So much reading. Where did I stop at? Right here. Although this move was mostly used to combo the super arts mid-screen, you can still combo. You are still able to continue to combo. Wait, is this where I stopped at? Yeah, maybe. When used in the corner, this is especially true as the powder version now wall splats, making it an interesting new tool in both pressure and in combos. Okay, cool. Level 1. The benefit this gave for turning over a bad situation was far greater than normal, and thus we believe it was being relied on far too much. Taking this into account, we've changed the invincibility of this move to only cover aerial moves, so it can no longer be used on wake up or as a counterattack. Let's go. Got this character. This also means it can no longer be used as a counterattack against drive impact during burnout. You'll now need to manage your gauges differently now that you no longer have protection when you only have 1 bar super art gauge in burnout. Yes. Nerf this character, bro. Okay, level 2. Most of the damage has now been concentrated in the last hit, and the move now does more damage on counter and punish counter, giving you more returns successfully doing things like reading your opponent projectiles. Okay, so shout outs to the model controls. Standard medium punch. Duration of the move on whiff extended from 15 to 17. Yes. Expanded the hurt box of Maya's body forward on whiff from the first frame after the active frames end. Yes. Expanded the hurt box on Maya's arm that remains after the active frames until the move ends forward. Yes. This lasts until 1 frame before the last frame of the move on whiff. Yes. Gut this character. Get her off the map. Make people finally have to drop her. Crouching Fears. Extended the standby block hitbox of the first hit to match the second hit. Extended the distance moved on the second hit. Reduced pushback on hit for the second hit. Increased pushback on block for the second hit. Jumping medium punch. Reduced the horizontal blowback on a mid-air opponent. Alright, so the fan. Alter the animation of the move after activation to exaggerate the movement before she throws the fan. Hold on, gotta take a look at this. Yeah, OD fan is still OD. Oh, that's some... So does this make it easier for us to jump on her since there's some extra animation? Oh, I muted the mic.
Really now? You shouldn't keep a girl waiting.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. All right, so the overdrive. Change the advantage on block from -12 to -3. What? You can't punish this no more? This is -3 now? What? Why? Yeah. Reduce pushback on block for the second hit. Increase pushback on block for the third hit. Increase horizontal blowback on the second and final hits, and reduce the knockback time. Increase distance moved forward. Added 40% initial scaling. Added 20% combo scaling. Change damage from 1,000 to 1,300. Overdrive boosted. Increase damage from 1,100 to 1,400. The final hit now causes a wall splat in the corner. Really? Wait, what? Oh, boosted. I gotta put the level 1 on. Wait, so is the powered up level 1 also not true? So the powered up level 1 is true. Oh, it's not true. Never mind. Ooh, they took the frame completely off. Ooh wee. All right. Jury got some buffs. I don't remember exactly what I read, but she got some buffs. All right. Increased blowback time on grounded hit. This is now the same blowback as the normal OD version. Added 30% initial scaling. Overdrive boosted in order to prevent issues where an in-air hit would cause you to switch sides with the opponent. The collision pushback on hit has been expanded upward. Super R level 1 invincibility to non-projectiles have been changed to invincibility only on aerial attacks. In accordance with the first change, hitting the move during frames 1 to 6 now gives a regular counter hit instead of a punish counter. Level 2 expanded the hitbox upward for the first hit during combos only. Level 2 regular and boosted. Damage distributed changed on normal version from 2,800 500 times 4 plus 800 to 2,800 250 times 4 plus 1,800. Damage distribution changed on normal version from 3,000 200 times 11 plus 800 to 3,100 times 1 plus 1,900. Increase the damage on counter and punish counter. Not playing this garbage this year? What you mean, bro? Oh, Elena. All right, y'all. I'm actually curious about Elena. For some reason, I just had a feeling that her time was coming. I had a feeling her time was coming. Whew, all right. In this update, Elena has received some quality of life improvements and aimed at addressing some of the final issues in her toolkit. We made her crouching medium kick easier to use, which is one of her primary tools in the neutral. And we've also reviewed the hitboxes of her special moves and added combo only hitboxes when necessary. These changes reduce the difficulty of combos and that previously required precise spacing or delayed timing to perform consistently. Crouching medium kick, the frame advantage on block has been changed from -4 to -3. Wow, you can't even punt. Yo, so that means, ooh, they gave Elena the Viper nonsense where they changed the frame down on something.
Elena
Oh, nah. So that means that little frame kill in the corner just became +1. I forgot how it go. I haven't played this character in a minute. I must have mistimed it. Yeah, I must have mistimed it. Or did I? I might be. Well, maybe I'm not. What up, chat? Okay, never mind. Maybe I'm not mistiming it. But that's still good, though. You can't punish the move no more. The frame advantage on block has been changed from -4 to -3. At close range, Elena often had difficulty reaching opponents who were backing away with sequencing starting from crouching light kick. As a result, she frequently relied on low forward despite the risk associated with a move that was -4 on block. This adjustment is intended to reduce that risk and make the move easier to use in these situations. Crouching Fierce, the hit reaction of the second hit has been changed to a blow away knockdown. Elena can now convert into arrow combos in specific situations, such as when the move is used as an early air attack against an opponent, jump and only the second hit connects, or after landing a drop impact in the corner. OD Spinning Scythe, a special hitbox that only connects during combos, has been added to the first hit. Previously, when used in certain certain sequences, the first hit could occasionally whiff despite appearing as though it should connect. This adjustment improves consistency and lowers the execution difficulty of those combos. Super Art level 2 and level 3. When either of these super arts was canceled from OD Reinhardt, Elena would often pass underneath airborne opponents. To address this issue, the pushback has been expanded upward only when these super arts are canceled from OD Reinhardt, preventing Elena from going underneath airborne opponents and improving combo reliability. Yep, I kind of figured. Fixing her combo routes and combos becoming more consistent and not dropping. But that low forward change is going to be pretty big. Crouching Fierce, hit effect on a second attack when it connects on an airborne opponent, change from knock back to knockdown. Wow, it really got to be the second hit. It really got to be the second hit. Dang. Okay, it's not bad. Low forward, disadvantage on block, change from -4 to -3. Overdrive Linux, Link Zone. Change the overall frames of the technique from 34 to 29. Normal overdrive harvest circle. Extended the invincibility to aerial moves near the head from 8 to 10 frames. Overdrive expanded the combo only hitbox on the second attack up and downwards. Overdrive Spin Scythe added an attack hitbox on the first attack that only appears on the combo to make it easier to hit opponents in front of you. Expanded the collision pushback upwards when canceling from a special move. This is to prevent instances where Elena would slip underneath. Okay. So, more consistent combos, a better low forward, a better Crouching Fierce, and yeah, it's just overall buffs. Overall buffs. All right, Sagat, the character that I've been talking about playing, but I wanted to see if he was going to make it past the patch. All right, 4 more characters, y'all. We've been at it for 3 hours. Just bear with me. 4 more characters. Four more characters. Four more characters. All right. Sagat. Sagat's mid and close range poking tools were providing too much value. Whew, don't sound like buffs to me. So we made adjustments to better balance the risk reward of his key neutral tools. These adjustments include adding initial scaling to his crouching medium punch and adjusting the risk reward balance for standing medium kick by delaying the startup of his standby block hitbox and expanding its hurt box. At the same time, we've looked at expanding the number of tools to use in his neutral game by increasing the knockback on his standing light kick and increased the launch time on his overdrive tiger nexus on hit. Standing light kick, the advantage on this attack has changed from -1 to 0 frames when used as a counter poke. Generally, players could only follow up with heavy tiger uppercut, which was difficult to execute and had a high risk if it didn't work, but now it can lead to combos into medium tiger nexus or with overdrive tiger knee when hitting with the tip of the kick. Standing medium punch, this attack served as Sagat's main zoning tool thanks to its ease of use and countable properties, but the return it got from neutral was proven to be too much, so we've added initial scaling of 15% to the attack, which will lower combo damage when canceling the attack into dry rush to a combo. Okay, not bad. We've also increased the damage on Tiger Slash and Tiger Rise by adding initial scaling to crouching medium punch. The damage on crouching medium punch when used to start these combos decrease, but when used in other parts of the combo, the damage is increased. Overdrive Tiger Nexus, Overdrive Meaty Tiger, Overdrive Greedy Tiger, Overdrive Tiger Nova has been the overwhelmingly preferred follow-up due to its utility and effectiveness as a combo tool, and players had few reasons to use Overdrive Mighty Tiger or Greedy Tiger. With this round of adjustments, we look to give Sagat's other two options distinct advantages and increase their overall payoff. The hit effect on counter hit Overdrive Mighty Tiger has been changed to a ground bound, allowing for follow-ups like medium Tiger uppercut on block. The attack now leaves Sagat at -3 frames. With Overdrive Greedy Tiger, we've increased the launch duration on hits, so available combos routes have changed. All right. Standing light kick. Change the advantage on hit from -1 to 0. Change the timing of cancel dry rush from frame 10 to 11. Standing medium kick. Change the start of the standby block hitbox timing from frame 2 to 8. Extended the forward hurtbox on whiff from frame 16 to 33. Crouching medium punch. Added 15% initial scaling. Low forward. Increased pushback on block. All right, so what I wanted to know, because I've seen people talk about this on Twitter, sadly. So I low-key kind of knew what Sagat had coming. But does this mean his dry rush string isn't the same no more? Like people would normally do this into this and make it true. Okay, no, that still look like the same. Oh, wait, no, it's not. Ah, the pushback takes it out of throw range. Okay, so that's a nerf. Could just slightly step forward, so it ain't that bad. But yeah, you can't. Let me see. Okay, yeah, it's still true. I didn't even know Sagat to do that. Yep. All right. Middle step kick, heavy kick. No, medium kick, heavy kick. Attack startup changed from 19 to 16. Whoa, they sped that up. Attack only, no, combo only attack hitbox added, allowing Sagat to hit opponents with a low profile easier. Tiger Slash, medium punch, heavy punch. That's the target combo, right? Is that the two-piece? Okay, yeah, that's two-piece. All right. Tiger Slash increased damage from 600 to 700. Tiger Rise increased damage from 1000 to 1100. Light Medium Tiger Nexus added 1 frame of recovery on armored hit. Wait, what? Added 1 frame of recovery on armored hit. What does that mean? If you hit armor, you... Anybody know? Anybody? Oh, that's what overdrive. Oh, change disadvantage on block from -5 to -3. Hit effect on counter hit changes from knockdown, slam to ground bound. Yo, what? That's what they did? Made that safe? A safe overhead? A safe overhead? Why they gotta buff that? They say people wasn't using his options like that, man. And the medium kick, increased blowback time on hit, decreased combo count start value, decreased combo count additional value. Ooh. Me. Okay, so Sagat is still Sagat. You just got to be smarter with his buttons to make sure that... No, you got to be smarter with standing medium kick. And your combo won't do as much damage from crouching medium punch. So, other than that, Sagat is still Sagat. Yes, Sagat is still Sagat. So he made it past the patch with some buffs. Okay, cool. Good job, Sagat. You made it out. Because I will be rocking with you this season. All right, y'all. Sea Viper. We've adjusted both Viper's normals and special moves along with changes aimed at reducing difficulty and unintended inputs related to her high jump cancel mechanics. We've improved her inputs to make execution errors less likely. Allowing players to take more advantage of her versatile movement options. High jump. When performing a high jump after canceling from normal attacks or seismic hammer, which can only be canceled into a high jump, it is no longer necessary to return your input to neutral before entering the upward input for the high jump. This reduces the amount of required input execution and makes unintended special moves less likely to happen. Now that low forward can now be high jump canceled directly from a down input without passing through neutral. It has become significantly easier to cancel into high jump consistently. Wow. The character that's supposed to be high execution, they making her easier to play. Standing medium kick. The hit stun on this move has been increased, allowing focus to connect after high jump cancel now from situations such as counter hit, crouching fears into heavy dash, feint. Standing medium kick, Viper can score knockdowns outside of spin and drive gauge with just a high jump cancel. Viper can now also perform counter hit, standing medium kick into seismic hammer via high jump cancel if your input is fast enough, giving players more time to hit confirm before committing to the follow-up. Overdrive seismic hammer. The frame data has been adjusted to make the move more useful outside of combo extensions, and its follow-up options have been expanded. The disadvantage on block is -6, making it easier to use as a zoning tool. And you can also gain an advantage from high jump cancel, heavy thunder feint. The combo count values on hit have also been adjusted, allowing you to combo with crouching sweep, but the attack may not connect if overdrive seismic hammer connects at maximum range. Viper now has more follow-up attacks to utilize without requiring a high jump cancel, making it more rewarding when using the attack in neutral. Focus, normal and overdrive. Oh no, that's focus force. I'm up here saying focus, and that's focus force. Whoops, my bad. We observed cases where among Viper's various special move inputs, unintentionally inputs would often occur, especially when a canceling a normal move or high jump canceling into a feinted thunder dash. Using feints under pressure is one of Viper's most important features, so we felt that the amount of unintentional inputs were hampering the ability to enjoy her uniqueness as a character. While this is a very specific fix, if you complete the input for focus force while holding any punch button, it now will not come out regardless of the version. Canceling from a normal or high jump into a heavy dash and feint requires a punch input, so this change should make unintended inputs come out much less. Although canceling into focus force from medium or heavy punch will now require you to let go of the punch button, making it slightly more difficult, this should altogether be a positive change for controlling Viper. Standard medium kick, advantage on hit change from +4 to +5. Sweep, increase combo count upper limit. High jump, technique behavior updated so that a high jump can be performed without passing through the neutral position, but only when executing a high jump from a normal move that cannot be countered into a special move. Light thunder dash, advantage on hit change from +1 to +2. Normal seismic hammer, added an attack hitbox on that only appears during a combo to make it easier to hit opponents close to you. Overdrive, disadvantage on block change from -6 to -8, reduce combo count start value. And focus force, updated technique behavior so the move is not performed if the punch button is held when the command is input. Note that this change only applies to classic controls and modern controls have not changed. Bruh. Like, yes, like the fishing just got way better. The fishing just got way better, bro. Like, oh god, man. Like, everything we were struggling with at first just became better in one patch. Oh lordy, amazing. Just decided to buff this character again. Oh god. Imagine a high execution character being made easier now. I'm actually scared to read Alex. I ain't lying. I'm so scared to read Alex now. Bruh, I am so scared to read this right now. Oh wait, I'm tripping. DJ need to feint rival like Viper? Tell me about it. All right, two more characters, y'all. Let's try and speed through this because this has been 3 hours of reading. All right, Alex. Adjustments for Alex primarily focus on improving the usability of his normals and unique attacks, as well as improving his prowler stance follow-ups, which is his defining character mechanic. We've made it easier for Alex to apply pressure when playing the ground game by adjusting the frame advantage on hit for standing medium punch and giving him a bigger advantage on block for oblique stump, back medium kick. Wow. These options, combined with his power bomb and various prowler stance attacks, will further strengthen Alex's specialized playstyle that focuses on keeping opponents on their toes and preventing them from narrowing down his options. Wow. In addition, flying cross chop was being primarily used as a tool to escape from the corner, but it can now be canceled into from jumping medium punch, which will significantly improve the reward he gets from air-to-air encounters. This adjustment also opens up new combo routes from standing combo starters. Normal attacks, unique attacks. The frame advantage on hit for standing medium punch has changed from +3 to +4 as a result. What you can now follow up with on counter hit or punish counter is different, allowing Alex to apply more pressure with his strikes from close and mid-range to complement the changes to his prowler stance related attacks. Crouching heavy kick can now transition into prowler stance as well. This gives Alex another offensive threat after scoring a knockdown and will require players to change their thinking on existing pressure situations. Heavy power bomb. The grab range of the attack has been slightly extended forward. Previously, after using approaches such as light attacks canceled into dry rush, this move would often whiff on the opponent due to being out of range. This adjustment is intended to increase the pressure and threat level of his throw game. Wow. Dangerous armbar. Projectile invincibility has been added from frame 3 until the active frames of the attack end. Before, if Alex entered prowler stance at a distance, Alex's primary anti-projectile options were tactical hop and air stampede. With this adjustment, Alex has another way to bypass projectiles, making him a much bigger threat at long range by forcing his opponents to keep tabs on yet another option in his arsenal. Wow. They buffed his backdash, changed the overall frames of the technique from 25 to 23. They buffed his backdash. When has Capcom ever wanted to buff a backdash? They buffed this man backdash? Oh, wow. Dang. Backdash looking kind of smooth. Power bomb, do you first have heard that before? Nah, I never heard that before, bro. Where'd that come from? Standing medium punch. Advantage on hit change from +3 to +4. Recovery on hit change from 15 to 14. Extended input buffer time at the end of the move on block and when the attack misses. Interesting. Interesting. Low forward, advantage on hit change from +4 to +5. Sweep can now transition into prowler stance on hit. Shoulder launch. Down 2 punches at medium. Oh, the stance into medium punch. Drive gauge reduction on punish counter change from 5,000 to 10K. Wait, what? 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 A full bar? A full bar? True. 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 Heavy lariat. Hold 2 punches. No. Stance into hold heavy. Armor property ending time and change from the 16th to the 23rd frame of the technique. So his armor now lasts longer. Nice. Dangerous armbar. Stance into light punch, light kick. Wait, what? Oh, grab. I'm tripping. Added projectile invincibility. No, invulnerability from frames 3 to 22 of the technique. Expanded the throw hitbox forward. Oblique stump. Advantage on block change from +1 to +2. Flying cross chop. Changed blowback on mid hit. Can now be countered from jumping medium punch during a forward jump. Increased combo count upper limit. Medium flash X. Projectile collision hitbox time and change from 17 frames to 16. Light aerial knee smash. Added throw invincibility between frames 5 to 6 of the technique. Medium aerial knee smash. Throw invincibility frames from 6 to 8. Heavy power bomb. Expanded the throw hitbox forward. Yeah. They added projectile invincibility to freaking... Hold on.
What?
Wait.
Mine! Mine!
Bro, ain't no way they ain't no way they did that to this character, bro. No, he already a problem once he get in. Now if he sit back in stance, he could do this and launch you. Well, punish fireballs. Dawg, that's so disgusting, bro. Dog, that is crazy, bro. Then on top of that, they changed his frame advantage on freaking back medium kick. They changed advantage to +2. They made this +4 on hit instead of +3. They gave this more armor, so it lasts longer. The armor on this freaking lariat went from what, 16 to 23? Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It sound like I might be coming back to Alex, man. It sound like I might be having me some more fun with Alex real quick, though. You dig? I might be making me a little comeback. Can he do that to projectile supers? He can do that to projectile supers? He probably can. Alex, I'm coming home, baby. I'm coming home, baby. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm coming home. I ain't gonna lie. So many characters got some. Well, it seemed like the whole roster got love. It really seemed like the whole roster got love. Like nobody really hurting from this patch. Even the minor nerfs to JP with his amnesia backdoor situation, he still got buffs. So it's like, even with Ed, like, I feel like people kind of said, oh, Ed is done with, but I feel like Ed's still strong. So it's like, who really lost from this patch? All right, one more character. One more character. Ingrid. Last character, chat. Last character. Ken even got buffs. They increased the freaking startup on his step kick. Ken is not dead. Ed is not dead. They buffed his fireball. The pushback on the pull is reduced, but it's still +4, and you could still take your turn back. I promise you, Ed might go from top 5 to maybe top 7 or top 8, but he is not bad. But then again, I don't know. Maybe Fudo. Ooh, what if Fudo drop Ed and go back to DJ? Ooh, that'll be lovely. Come on back home to DJ, Fudo, man. Bring the DJ back out, man. All right, one more character. In addition to adjustments that allow Ingrid to follow up after hitting an airborne opponent with Sunshot, we also wanted to make Sunrise a more relevant move by making it easier to work in the combo. Standing medium kick, by increasing this move's knockback time on hit, we made it possible to follow up a punish counter on drive rush version with heavy Sunrise. Whether it's a counterattack or counter poke, we wanted to expand the number of situations open to high damage combos. Heavy Sunshot and Overdrive Sunshot, by increasing the blowback caused by this move when it connects with an airborne opponent. Ingrid can now follow up with attacks like Sun Flare or Drive Rush combos. The adjusted knockback time of the heavy version should have no effect on Ingrid's previous setups. We wanted the Overdrive version to have the same follow-up difficulties as the original version would have had on a mid-air hit, hence the combo count adjustments. Okay. Standing light kick, advantage on hit, chain from +2 to +3. Standing medium kick, chain from +3 to +4. Heavy Sunshot, reduce the horizontal blowback on a mid-air hit, increase the blowback time on a mid-air hit, and decrease knockback time on a mid-air hit by 1 frame. Overdrive Heavy Sunshot, reduce the horizontal blowback on a mid-air opponent. Overdrive Sunshot, increase combo count, additional value on the first attack, reduce combo count, additional value on the second attack. Light Sunrise, added throw invincibility between frames 8 to 10 of the technique. Critical Art Cosmic Ray, fixed an issue where the critical art wouldn't transition to a cinematic cutscene when the attack lands under certain conditions. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the patch notes for Season 4, and I must say I am shocked because I truthfully thought characters about to get little small buffs and nerfs, hot fixes, and call it a day. Capcom buffed the whole roster. They did not nerf his step kick. They made it better. They sped it up. Is Ryu top 5 now? Maybe. We asked for nerfs to top tiers and they said, let's just raise everyone instead. Not +5 so you can't get a combo after. Oh, so they changed. Oh, did I miss that part? Let me see. Oh, change advantage on hit from +3 to +1. All right, you right. I forgot about that part. You right. Fudo go hop on Bison. He got major buffs. A lot of characters got buffs, man. Like this about to be insane, bro. Like, this is actually about to be interesting. With the scaling on Sagat's medium punch, crouch medium punch, the character is still Sagat. His damage might be slightly nerfed, but Sagat is still strong.